Ready to go. Your favorite radio station on digital online.
Oh, mommy, why young mama? Every time I'm a dance, I tell you, so mama, brother, sister, and I do more, not to more. Oh, mommy, why young mama? Every time I'm a trust you, Michelle, so mama, brother, sister, and I do more, not to more.
Time check 37 minutes past 8 o'clock and pay. Lumba is one of my favorite provincial songwriter. At the same time, much more to his credit. Until Lumba and Opei will still keep remembering the man of peace. His name is Charles Kojo Fosudad Lumba. Now, when you say Lumba, not a chorister, not Tonyon Papa. Until one more time, I love Lumba and I'll keep loving Lumba. In the meantime, in between time, Hot Digital Radio, Oko YouTube, Hot Digital Radio, capital letters, when you're in YouTube, so you can subscribe. One more time, we need to share with all the friends and lovers who are watching us live this morning, wherever you are this morning. I hope life is better much for you today. But in the meantime, no, the Inkuaka Tanmusama Abetoja na Edihuakote. Now, Nanseng Kwesi Pratt Jr. and in Sembi Tujawo Peace 104.3, any other media portals. Na Ninsamo Kano, na it was tilting towards Johnson Esiedun Ketia, who happened to be the chairman of the party. Now, him say NDC for 2027, and on by the primaries for presidential elections. And to people who are interested, some of them are lacing their boots to take the mantle. Johnson Esiedun Ketia has been very vociferous and very obsessive, very academic. And he want to vie for presidency. Na Oshe in Sama Kwesi Pratt Kokaye. Na I had to say Kasentri. It is what a lukewarm statement. Lukewarm statement. Just to paint a picture. Say Ekutia Nimnura. And Johnson Esiedun Ketia has responded to him. So I respond vigorously, but in the nice and mild way. Say, no, he was brought up in a certain manner, very cultured. You will take advantage. And he was telling us, Kwesi Pratt, that is what Esiedun Ketia, from his narrative, what he's trying to juxtapose, it brings to the forefront. Say, Kwesi Pratt, a manipulative, or ye obia, or pep de kudro, they more de, or honor pe. And Johnson Esiedun Ketia made it on a post. But I said it yesterday, sir. Kwesi Pratt was trending on the dangerous path because Johnson Esiedun Ketia has been in politics for years. He has the expediency in politics. And when he has also volunteered himself to be a flag bearer of the NDC, it is the NDC that will give him the appendage, or they will decide to vote for him. So for you to come and say, Oshanwa, or to make the president, Nasani pay, I dream ben or war, quite abusive language, intemperate language. And Johnson Esiedun Ketia felt disgusted and was furious about the statement and responded to him in a nice way. And this is what is happening. If the NDC, this is going to be the first time people who have volunteered to vie for a position of the presidential slot or the primaries, we have a litany of them. The Minister for Finance, Atufo Singh, has not vehemently opposed the decision that is not going to stand. But looking at things, he has also, in a way, I saw some posts that was gelling towards him, say he's also vying for the presidency. We have Eric Opoku, who also said, say, when the party gives him the opportunity, he'll also grab that opportunity. So there are people who want to get that position. It is all could be a and the problem. Julius Debra, who is the chief of staff, has also been demonstrating a lot. So that is how democracy is all about. People will express their convictions, whether the person wants to vie for a position or he says, I don't want it, but I'll push somebody to do that. It lies on the person's bosom. The person's bosom said, this is how I think. This is my candid opinion. I want to stand as a flag bearer of the party. So Kwesi Pratt made that statement not to people who want to vie for the position, but one particular person that they think Johnson is going to get here. That is why he has also responded to what he said, because it was something that he felt, say, it was an abusive trying to interfere in his right about maligning his integrity. That is what he's trying to say. In the meantime, lawyer for Chairman Wontumi yesterday on Asempa FM made some statement about Summer Boy judgment that will be coming in a few weeks' time. He said he's no more interested to be the lawyer or the counsel for defense for Chairman Wontumi. So he has excruciated himself by abandoning his position as a counsel for defense for Chairman Wontumi. But in the meantime, Chairman Wontumi has also accepted the fact that he has written to the Attorney General for plea bargaining of 30 million Ghana cedis Exim Bank loan. That was purported to be a fraud. And also in the meantime, we have stories on our table this morning, and those of our friends and loved ones in South Africa who are going through the turmoil. South Africa yesterday exhibited a gross incompetence in the field of play. Gross incompetence. Because people are expecting South Africa to fail because of the attitude, lackadaisical attitude of South Africans. In the meantime, in between time.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Ewiase we die ebinum wo ho a afutu ntimi homo ensohwe entimi homo asodin no 247 wa wo say yanom de enya adwuma biem ba me check akwa we kura sa afa no a
hello ochame
ojam ohun so wa na sa wodam
hey what boy me o e say me hu so some de unity link na me use intimate asem no why me nwanwa
na dua no wa nya mo
me boy you enso enye obia
Mr. Sabanis Kamania, Wobini Waya Eche Unity Link, your office will UK, USA, Europe, Ghana, any baby, UK Financial Conduct Authority, and our license here. Any banks, any telcos are doing in a year. And Kobanda say, Ubesorianopa, na Unity Link and do Ramo. Davy, so what is the car air called Ghana? That's the one for Unity Link anya. What the high risk of winning? Uzikano, a bet me akpeme. Unity Link Ghana in India. 30 years ni no punch. The enemy Riano. Yanso kania hwene ni manado. Make me say, Ebani Sikamania. Unity Link Neko. Unity Link. Simple, secure and fast.
Assign interest MOB. Ewo Ghana hano. I am actually say assignment biano. It must be supported by conveyance document. And to move up document to be mammy said and the client was signed, that's when I signed. Dinner, me say, court in the Bisa, Nipano Oboko, you say, what's assigned the interest of Mobi? Assignment to the Mremuno, the Kata and Eka. And the Kata, the assignment to from my share. Na Akadipano or no prosecutor, I can say. Assignment to Kata Ebini. And I say, Ebini, you will be Smithoma. And I say, Ebini ho. That's what you know, sir. One of these, I was saying, court is said, that dismiss it, most you know, be the yes, I be some. And I say, at the end, yes, you discover no one, and can discover this no one. Mese me person who say be war at tears and tears. Yeah, dismiss it. I name it the crown. And then the woman said, I said, you know, not that die, says you transit the assembly. It will, what's your baba, I did your baba, I did your baba, I did your baba. And yet, no one can me you. When we say, and some of me cry me, they engage me, and my great case. We were Juma or Magic Composer, Juma, be a me goose or me.
Council, what she caught not Ginaso. Was Debia, dear Che, Debia Baba, a book one and them to say, Samoba, Wakas and Mobaba no Pie, so any your case in a Sabra area. We say, what you your man also.
Come here, Capa, and only and to cry never caught to room one. Mean to me, who said never caught to one because now, to me, the show, sir, with the managing for now, unfancy for. And you can't with the back to one. Let me say, you better yes, you can't all cases.
At a point, no, say court to Mrs. You and no clients.
If you hold on one, me say, and then me will call to back who are caught today. If you are more caught to say, or say, any who you are not a 2 o'clock no more. Court here and court is how we say, oh, sorry, I know a copy. There be who plan it, who strategy, who read it, and know who. Now, if you court be no bread at 2 o'clock, we spoke to the court on all these things. Now, court near adamant to say, Name constitution crime, say, you do, but you know, court no say, Bokura. You see, a man, I will give it to me a case. Now, a coba said, one day, I load for 3 cases. Now, you know, the amount, you can't in our court or not, and yet you man.
But Council Sabra now no council be appealing to the Chief Justice. So no some cases said the way AC con a mamo ample time to prepare for cases that's our court one. Sabra now ultimately appealing. And I'm appealing to the Chief Justice say one more time, leave of time say okay, do your back now what you are now is missing quite near Saba now what you for so that you can prepare adequately.
And the adjournment is appealable or name
okay
in the court and may United and Ranoma na nipa bako esi on tiasia eno na this situation here be entino ye complain no na yenko check records no na yehu say ye make no no kware na me de me kasema enya no kware enti asema make no kware enti even on the day I move motion I will say repeat it. I will also point to circumstances in this situation and this has to be by and no the final submission of no case to answer. Submission of no case to answer. I have published it variously. Many responses from many forces who are almost so retired judges. My opinion. But opinion never court no say you dismiss it. You have ruling explain why where we first sought and all that. No answer. One sentence to dismiss.
I don't think one more grounds for refusing that motion.
One more grounds no answer on the spell of I dismiss it. Now attitude of the court towards defense counsel and when say accused person and I who said MYA and some submission of no case you finally dismissal easily like that. You finally appeal no court to her. You finally say of proceedings pending appeal. You dismiss it. Appeal no dear me decided to withdraw crime. Last Thursday because court registry say appeal no be correct because you seven with BBR say that you settle records and I say me correct. Because register can't let me say they are not able to lay hands on the file to be able to compare records. 6 weeks down the line, appeal with the while, you have to be comparing records. Let's just say, Magrimuno, Niama Enkoye, Beniti, Sanity, let me bring out all these things to the public and let me resign from the case. Nothing, trust. Now, appeal it down 6 weeks. I need over. A criminal trial. Now, file, I say the compile appeal. Obitiswa, a register and campaign comparing records there. Now, the bill, anything, name it free. Obifu from Ra.
Sorry, Obi Baby said, didn't kind. Case no say what drama say there is nothing over court will be apart from the uko you free me, and judgment will also be delivered on 3rd July. Now Obi go jina baby nka say ABA lawyer and the appeal could be when him the case na we lose so 3rd July antina or yes sir in anticipation of say case no and come out. And as I won't say justice will not be delivered on 3rd July.
They call me a case no I da hono. Minim say enkulimdie ni ngwase emewo. Na enkulimdie ni ngwase e wo hono. Media na fimu na so bi baji enkulimdie na obaji ni ngwase. Yekuyenu. A case ne da hono. And I make say assignment no kra ye kano. There is no document to evidence any assignment. They say the other charge in so say were facilitating the provision of mining support services. One authorization from minister. Now, first question, minister said, is it a case that Chairman Wutumi was mining and therefore needed the support services? The answer is no, not on record. Is it a case that Chairman Wutumi Emma Obi document said provide these mining support services? The answer is no. Is it the case that Obi are providing a form of mining support services? The answer is yes, because it is reclamation of land. And only Obi verbally, this is what is on the record. Say, there be the illegal mining, you know. I'm ready to ho. Dangerous. Anything, they could go media could be. They could be so I and it is on record. And I admit, say, reclamation of land, you know, a support service. But in 2022, government launched a program to encourage communities to reclaim degraded lands as a result of illegal mining. Now, government program, no, also, one more concession, World Bank, a bank could use World Bank at the year, former Minister for Western Region. What body who cut in now, but the dance here, the report to newspaper, very graphic in now on record. I just said, a binary monopoly team for a far coordinator. On said, the very claim degraded land resulting from illegal mining. I mean, our record, Musu. I said, not a buying 2 years, a community be a moving, baby, degraded land, baby, I'm running at you, Munkori claim land, no, now we are afforestation. I buy program. And you back and say, so be clear, remove mine, illegally mined land, and also, and within the program of a buying or yes, project, and no, it's Yamra now, and no, I will not answer. Now, Senya, a Chairman to me, and now who sent Crophobia illegal money, Amawakobo, Amanewo, Regional Security Council. I'm a regional security council, no, about the Pamunko for, I think, for be. They didn't cry a single way China for, almost a few of the China for home away. And came out to me, or no way a report, no way a complaint, someone coaching for my coaching, Western Regional Minister, or by the dance here. Not only the chairman of the Western Regional Security Council, I calculate court to say, and Pat Okohobi, not Ojina Hobby, or Mukoching for, not Omukoye. Operation widely, including some of the assassinations. Now, evidence we will now say, Chairman Utmi, I'm a who can say, Obinkori Krimland Bio, and assassins were, and also Amania. when the evidence I walk out to her, and I'm saying this, come up, but make no record of proceedings, and I'm going to publish it after me withdraw. Now, some records we had that way he said, it will be for Yamini.
Council, Bobby Baby say, one chama won't to me or client, no, I've been home and son, I would to Sana Moise or withdraw.
Oh, won't say, one no mamma Juma, my energy man. Now, a man moon so, and maybe I waggy your say, a Jumano won't be to us on Utimika. Then so, as I saw Bonamania, Manichas into my Bonamania, or no, when in pass, Mammy emotion, send me even if you kiss me.
Council, what the lawyer a check kakra why a case I would baby case be or wa ubedim kunima wuhu case be on swa winning kunima wuhu per dear what can na before the court na who expect 3rd July say a better day
Kwame me probi obeba beka say and someone makan yanu cry say obia meka sa na kan public and someone making say yanu cry me pe obi so no beba beka say there be lawyer someone kan yanu cry say bibi sa ni ho na obi nyina obia beka say de makan yanu cry dia see ebedi poti ebedi prim no so for bra
Council na mami Musa ni cases ahodo no we na wuyi hu afiri mu ena we so wuyi hu afiri mu obi bebusa se one senka ubetimi atwen 3rd July no se be kwa mamu se enkoma mu ankwa mamu a there is avenue for appeal na wako bi a wako appeal against the judgment no me ade we be se ka de na yentwen masa ade ni nsie
Kwame obia wo binyami osumno na nyankopon no wa nche nyina achede pe ebinum wa chede a etimi hu niema ebinum hu enti se nyame wadom na otimi hu niema ebinum hu a na esese odi to abim na eboa ma ye decisions enti ebi baby a na nyame kasa kire wo baby a na eseuti na odi ya adwuma enti baby e bedui
eti no de nipa bi hu no wo mo hu se den ana bia wo maka kire se den nyame a che nipa bi a che de for that spirit of discernment wo mo hu se den
Kwame
na wan kasa so no se wo sa che de no
se edi ensafufo bi ewo baby na bo kwa edu bi ana ya de pata wo de wo yi mu a ebi wo ho no a se bi ade a bonye ni penya ne bon mu enti ebon na ti se bon dia na watwe ho api ho
na cheze case no it smells na mami muso so we said die na wo expedite case no monum ne setete wagi aduro anopa ba ko awia ba ko saa awu se bibi kuta akire anasa wu se no de eye normal ena se de sidi mu case no ampa ebi wo wa ye be ka se ye wo precedence in law anasa adjudication of cases e court
me say kwame ena medical ka kire no case de da ho sa no based on the evidence na wo ho no results no the either animguasi ebeba anasa edinkurimdie beba eti prediction prophecy no the animguasi ebeba anasa edinkurimdie beba eti omo akuya nim no ombeyi sa ni memu ba ko
na mama hwa de we ye na case we na wuyi wo afiri mu na other cases no so
other cases. Na case we no kura no me hu afiri mu at the instant court no. I'm still pursuing the appeal. And the other cases no me ginem a me ye mo adwuma. And nano ba cross examination of the investigator. Records no ho kwa ya. Me be dia bro. Of
amia kwa menante abeji.
Anything a media menhia o Ghana ha ne se maybe at be shown son yemi kwas na enu na di enmunyam
when wo kama hwan no
ni kama
obia yo
yenya maybe at be shown se bia no manyame ka wakuma se nyame kwas na wo ye no se wo ye ne saa enmunyam edi waki na se wo di consideration bia enka de wo ye no ho ebe ye wo dwuma enim gosi atwa
ai kanse we kan wo binti na uhunu we nim nti e na aka se ye mompa ye macha ma wontumi na na
empire de hu hia da bia ano pay am sorry ansana me ba from am no kase ma bom me hu pa e nyan kupon ho fa me kono sampa me mrefi empire hu hia da bia na bonsam wo nti ne bom pa di yankupon di edimu enti bi o mo abonsam no so express sa o di nipa na ejuma enti abonsam funu ye bom pa no na yankupon si obukwan enti abonsam funu nti de bia no ye pa ebo
na wadi kan chire niema asisi wo court wa ne ade a se ukika di aka ibom a akogina so kura ma wo twe ho afiri sa case mu a ubaka say the end result no as in respect of the judgment ebeba 3 July no wo fi ebeye favorable to you and your client and now say I better for ahwe ase ana de ebeba bia no nyame na amanaba
nyame two hwe nyina so nemo nyame ma etumi ni ahoden ne de ye nedwuma the human one nyame afa eso ade aye no nti no ye wa rehyebu se esese yinya ekudibie se ekoba se wa kasa de mache wase wo kesi mu na me ke se me hwehwe be ma obeba nanim abeka che mi se ensema me kan ye rekware na se ensema me kan ye rekware dia ye nyina ye Ghana fo no ye fa ye hu se judges na ye hwe se semna yakenya yenyina jatum se elukware no itimi gina so ebu obi kumfa anase itimi gina so the judgment is for our back
kansa na yemra enonso ye hunu ba ko se efa eye ezim bank case no mo ya application bi na mo de plea bargaining na enumu na mi pese mitie se ampasa application wo ho
yo mi kwami makaya semba kubia mamifa enye matise lawyer for bi susu the opinions bi ba and ss ke consolidated cases no and ss nipa no mo kasa sa no adwuma no obi a wo kwan faso ye de o
ana tese on beso on tese kam ka cases ni nyina mbom nye ne ba ko
obi a wo kwan faso ye de adwuma so mo pi for due respect to everybody and indeed say ono nimsa opinion no fi se be ya omo ekasa no why did they not also consult and I say offer opinions but I don't believe say the omo can also eno na in my training in my procedure no eno na kamefa so we criminal trial no instituted by the attorney general attorney general no Omunene Kasaya, na se menso Omunene Kasaya, na se where in the records and more consolidated criminal cases are incidents in different places, circumstances different, and charges also different, and accused persons different. You can share it, but now sarcasm I abhor it. It is not the proper way to pass comments.
kansa yemra na eyi se plea bargaining act no ewo ho abebo ade de yesi enim se you must be convicted and sana what me ignited that plea bargaining process no eno ade no when mo no mo kan say anasa ente saase de making oh Monre lawyer and the appear kubi and from a council for chairman wuntumi ɛde yɛne na twɛn kɔmɔ na yɛ san hwɛ no biem na ahoma te kɔ ɔne wa
wafa
me ye na me ka nyahi teacher ni a student na de no
okay
and obi ko two bar say okay oh so where there is a fight between two adults very na woka
Proceedings Amendment Act of 2022 focus on pre-bargaining. Pre-bargaining is just a assembly of Honamuna best collective interest, better say, Naya Kahuasem na this year. ɛno mmara ma ho kwan nti section 162A bi under SAC law no ɛmna pre-agreement ho kwan nti yɛhwɛ mu no yɛsɛ obi akɔtena so yɛhwɛ sɛnea wokora wokɛyi na yɛsikasɛm bi ho asɛm ne adeade nti yɛnkɔtena so ne yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛtumi anya ntiaseɛ wɔ mu na yɛahwɛ deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ma obiara ani agye baabi ogyina nti yɛkɔ pre-bargaining no a ɛyɛ win-win situation ne yɛkɔpɛ ebi deɛ obiara bɛte ne ho ase na ewiase yɛwɔ anim mmaranim no mu no yɛnim sɛ nnipa mmienu ne asɛm na sɛ wɔn siesie wɔn ntam na anyɛ papa koraa na wɔn nya ntiaseɛ wɔ siesie no a ɛyɛ papa sɛ nnipa mmienu korɔ no abɛgyina papa ama yɛbu baako atɛm na baako adi ɛfɔ na baako adi fɔ na baako adi kunim because the judgment no create relationship were ayɛ straight because one is a victor one is a vanquished but settlement no create relationship were yɛn nyinaa yɛagye to mu na it promotes the relationship in point and the worst form of settlement is better than the best form of judgment.
164
boama nipa ne nipa ntam relationship no akwanim ɛwɔ mmerɛm nti pre-bargaining no yɛka 162A 1B a yɛtumi kɔ sɛ yɛmmeɛ nkasɛm no ofie na yɛnkɔ withdraw criminal charges no na yɛnkɔ yɛnim nti sɛ yɛkɔ na yɛtumi di nkɔmmɔ no na nkɔmmɔ no yɛ biara ne deɛ ne nyinaa deɛ nsa hyɛ krataa so sɛ terms of the bargaining agreement no anyway a na yɛn nyinaa nka yɛhu sɛ ɛno ne court no bɛ adopt as its judgment na ɛde nsumdwe aba ama obiara nso so anya n'asomdwe
na mame mu sɛ wani yɛbɛka no mmerɛ mu sɛ ɛyɛ one admission of guilt on the part of wontumi sɛ ampa sika no wamfa mmara kwan so no wɔgyeeɛ nti na ɛkɔ plea bargaining anaasɛ deɛ yi
dabi o ɛno ne woayɛ adeɛ so ɔde mmeafa hɔ ɛno ne deɛ na nkurɔfoɔ bi adwene yɛ wɔ mu na mmom article 19 cross 1 no ɛsɛ obiara a wogyina criminal charge biara no mmara no huu sɛ wodi bem agye sɛ kwadufoɔfoɔ no atumi approve sɛ wodi fɔ ɛnti saa na wɔde sɛn pre-bargaining act no ɛno nso so ɛwɔ saa presumption no ɛno nti sɛ yɛkɔ akɔdidi nkɔmmɔ sɛnea bɛsiesie yɛ ntam ama yɛkɔyi charges a ɛwɔ court apiri hɔ a na yɛ obi di fɔ no ɛhefa no firi bae nti ɛnyɛ nokware da sɛ wagye atom sɛ wɔdi fɔ nti na ɛkɔ pre-bargaining na mmara no ma ho kwan sɛ wodi fɔ no mu nyinaa no na in fact saa pre-bargaining act no ɛyɛ sonko from other jurisdictions because in the area jurisdiction pre-bargaining agreement no a prosecutor koraa bɛtumi initiate saa na court no bɛtumi advice saa na accused person so bɛtumi initiate anaasɛ accused person lawyer nti wo sɛ mmara no take care of possible applicants ne nyinaa nti sɛ wokɔ in fact sɛ ɛkɔba ne sɛ prosecutor na initiate pre-bargaining process no a na ɔno prosecutor no wagye atom sɛ onipa nti na ɔ initiate ana nti yɛ saa ne mmara no ka sɛ court advice sɛ yɛn aside pre-bargaining a na ɛno kyerɛ sɛ court no ɔno wagye atom sɛ onipa anaasɛ sɛ accused person ne lawyer generate process no a na ɛno kyerɛ sɛ accused person lawyer no gye for dabi ɛte saa nti deɛ ogyina mmara no no he is always presumed to be innocent until proven guilty nti much as yɛkɔyɛ pre-bargaining no koraa no yɛtumu biara nni hɔ sɛ wɔde 14 yɛkɔ akɔyɛ pre-bargaining
ayi mewunu ayi pre-bargaining act nim sɛ yɛatwerɛ baabi sɛ you must first be convicted ananye in all cases na tisa
in all cases that is you were saying court act section 35 and no anticipated plea bargaining and no general conviction so and now in July of 2022 Parliament plea bargaining act amended to the existing Criminal Procedure Act acted this act 1079 or so plea bargaining act akwakoka mrana na hoda da no na sa mrana aba fofo ya abeka ho 2022 eno na yegina so akoye plea bargaining it you say eno improvement of the previous section 35 of act 30 na emramu ya mmienu na mmienu no ebia provision ni baako ebobira se baako se fa benkum na baako se fa difa na che se your first situation is a conflict of laws se ko ba se emra no conflict in direction na ye fa ne se ne ba akire no ohoho no within kunimu dada no so it is a situation of conflict of laws the natural law takes precedence over the earlier law. It is a conflict because upon implementation of Section 35 and Section 1 says Section 35 of the Courts Act and Section 162 of the Criminal Procedure Amendment Act. And I'm saying Criminal Procedure Amendment Act and later in time and no what more than say Section 35 of course Act about later in earlier in time. And it is premised on Section 162A of the Criminal Procedure and Amendment Act.
Council, my men was name saying Yampam from our party. We know the banner other cases in Musumbaco.
26 Yabeko as in bank issue. Now, Yako announced what the court said. Yashasi Edi Komo. And the court remain a Quina in Komo in the area. I didn't say my two court.
Hey, Chamas, I am sick woman, and so it says 30 million. Nebasa Muko plea bargaining, and no 30 million. No, Mubama almost say, okay, they should give you the chance. Sebia, a man to a better way, Busum a better way, and a few a better way, Kaka class, sanity.
Terms of the settlement mean to me, and can be bien found because a commodity and a big generated terms. Now, Sadia, you mean what they have to be said. 30 million, so it will be calculation. But senior, there's also a generating process, and also she can be different from that. And in Mumia, but training in a traffic. First and foremost, I see a reconciliation of the Sikasemo and Beckamua. Sikasemo and the Bay again training again. We may have to agree on it first as your target. And so they are working towards it. And the best way to say, you have to take a crana, that you may determine, as you can say, a woman, not the ASA. The ASA can be, maybe can be a penjama, also can be a penjama. I just said the pre bargaining agreement, you know, the Ababatu Abontino, I don't need to be.
Council say, young funny say, more plea bargaining. Lawyer ni. No ya cancel for say nipa no obehun se bia cases we dey o ma ko full trial bia enkom ma entina bia wo advice say enye plea bargaining and I to say
enye dey enye se case ne be ko ya na say enye enko yi entina na emum emra na ma ho kwan say ne se be kwa mi se wo kokuma se na se obi se ayi so ko fa achim so do anza no akọ obi se Fansa Munakwa. Kwabia so no, the Quantia, the Quantia or the Incofa content.
No correct.
Results determined, but the process, any facilities, any comfort, and the idea who now who say, go fast use to do it before and so
Papa my yellow was saying Yampama, Meba Nama Baji documents in Suname, Mine, Exefo, so Abechemu, the woman, record of proceedings, and only at the end.
Come here, medium in Papa, and say, Anka, Ghana, I do baby say, court processes, court proceedings, you're shown what he is so. Ma, Obia, who can't quite echo your mrim. Nede adisua die so ma yenya etifi a yerebi na ahye yen so a yegyina court ye adwuma no e ma se wo ye adwuma pa enipa be hu na enipa be ti ne awo ya se ye showcase we num nyina kan samu a ye kan nyina ka edagwa na wo kura so a wo ye decision bia wo court no na wo hu se nipa nyina hwe enti me bompa ye say be do sa brenu na court no nye
Honorable yeah produ yem fancy na em say bibia atwam na okay 101.7 yedni lawyer and the appear kubi counsel for chama wuntumi ena ye na twem konen komane nyina ene se wasi chama wuntumi asan ebu baako no wa mo ka ho asem nyina wie ene yesi wa mo file addresses no de
waya mama ko yese jimi bina menina ma itimi wonti wana no betu mi ase ya biya mama apa no wadro mi nyo so biya mo mi e me embo ni do ende kumi adini wadi akola kituani ni dream kumi akola kituani akola kituani ni dream kumi akola kituani.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Makoto ya riambe so ebwe maboke ko benifo kaya ye mwase paso di bebra okwanti ade de kase wusu bembe koko jami akwenti odonti enamenti paso di ni no akola kituani.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Listen. Obefia hakani na humbrasi yeti soka mai. Obinyane tu danso osi ene ye frena jimai. Obabesi yeti se ukunesi wumanema. Yeko kamba kumino osi ye huna no po. Wama ufo ye basa. Ogishe na ona kitu so bi kwesi esi ni huan wetu bilechi. Oka ase yanko toeda. Wayema midi ni huan ufo eshi ni mwa. Minti mi no ni pembi ya no ubi ya zibi. Manzo kaminti sa. Midi ya kami wada bebe. Baby I'm crossing baby yes. Okwadu e wudi e wukuro le wini ya no. Hey. Menti mi anya do bi oyi. Obi ni she ne woni e fi o. Akola kituani. Ni dream kumi akola kituani.
His name is Mas Kofi. Back in the days, Akula Kutyebi in the background. Beautiful combination of all time. It's about 26 minutes past 9 o'clock here this morning from OK 11.7 FM, and with other affiliate sister stations in Ghana. And I'll be acknowledging my proud sponsors. Today is Friday morning, and it's on the 12th day of the month, 2026 June. The World Cup has just begun. Stories will be merging. Countries will be playing other countries. It is going to be a toughest World Cup ever, hosted by three countries, Mexico, Canada, and US of A. Now, Ghana on the 17th of this month will be hosting Panama. Panama was one of the countries I know a little story and a pedigree about Panama. Panama used to have a president who was called Noriega. Noriega was a president who was a tyranny leader who used to do so many things at his disposal. One more time, he was dealing in so many illicit drug trafficking. Now, he was caught red-handed when the CIA came into his country and arrested him. They put him behind bars for the past 18 years. Later on, he was exonerated by excruciating bail, and then he was left off the hook. Oba the country with 3 months and no free mo. So I remember Noriega. One more time, one day we'll talk about Noriega and the way he was managing his country when the US of A know exactly what he was doing, was trying to undermine the integrity of the people and also infringing people's rights. We'll talk about that one more time. Into Ghana will host Panama. Now, Croatia will play England into your group back home. It is going to be a toughest game. Now, people have doubted the players are say we don't know them. I agree with some people because the football, the way you football, no, it is becoming like a nipe business. Some conduit, you can conduiter, nipe be a commuter boom, na omusisi nipa. So that is why people have issues with our football fraternity. Football in general is a business. In Dubaka Krumha, FA boss previously, or catch a Nyantichi. That time, Nyantichi, FA boss said, I want to help your football. I was there, close. Nay, Zambia never bubble friendly match. Oh, Krumha, a war, late Noren Stadium. I was there when the FA boss told Nyantichi. And dear now, let us try as much as possible to have some fine heart to deliver. Because Krumha football, regardless, is one of the best football in the world. I can beat my chest. You can take it or leave it. Best football in the world. England, they do a big Krumha support because of certain issues without a subject inferiority complex. But I can assure you, England, almost football, I say, when you say Krumha, so born national team, your mau pension. So that is why the gratuity that is affected with the football, that is why people choose to play for England rather to opt for Ghana. Now, Semenyo, journalists be beside and say, why do you play for Ghana? I say, I play for Ghana because I love my country. That is what I hate from. That's where my mom and my dad comes from. I want to do something for my country. Okay, can you be? But when Bisano say, baby, a pension, Semenyo him say, you was a lapses in war because Krumhan will be born national team one day. The thing is on record. When you go into retirement, definitely you have some little gratuity, and I say, Bibi to say, pension kakra you get something no few. So why can't we do certain formulate the steps? Rather, we keep blaming white people. And the World Cup, Africa, 11 slot because it has been transformed into 48 countries where it has gotten to a bigger threshold, but they have given us that inclusion. 11 countries representing Africa. So what is our problem? We have everything. Because we do things incognito. But when we been or say Musi Yama Musika. Na sika na yedi mamu no mo wa konta This is the problem. Let us fix it when it is broken. Football is simple to make money. Brazil, almost making sure say footballer bia agent papa na aban so benya ho fa so ton player when it's business because I'm going to then on it is going to be high risk. People live in the country where they have talent that can be executed, but because of your selfish gains, football now just a few players people don't have that. But I can tell you, say with football, there are certain uncertainties. Anything can happen. Ghana can beat England. England can beat Ghana. England beat Ghana in news, but Ghana will beat England, and it will be a big news. That is the euphoria. We're talking about something that kind the origin, and I also say the objective approach in football. We're talking about the objective approach. It is a quantitative issue. Ghana can beat England on no uncertain terms. I don't trust the team, but the team on the day, maybe they have a good luck on the day. They can execute something that people will be surprised. So one more time, I know say people have issues with the football, but let us all support what we are going to do. I can assure you, say na support to eba na assembly ba na yaka na isisi nsem. But we are cautioning the leaders. Say football baby do no a big industry. So you cannot hide it. You cannot do it like your personal belongings. And I say, personal bona fide property. It is not for you. It is for the country. So you do it, you can get your share. Because you are doing, or say, okafo didi. So when you do that, you make sure the country will benefit. Because it is an entire nation that you are executing your duties for. Not for your personal gains. Into your problem. They can give us a guidelines how to advance our football. Now you're quite rich in heritage, but we don't want that. All we do is look of you no in yes now a man of no kufio and that is not the point. We should do the football properly. We are in a proper when you are sponsors. We call World Cup stage who say yes. Because here Ghana we have problem and we have lapses in our football. But look at the league across. So that is what we need to do. And no one will give you that advantage. International for your top players. Mekai World Cup as a Majan penalty or Messi. There were a lot of footballers who got contracts. Even immediately you step into the arena of the environment in the agent Faba from around the world. To Ghana, say Ghana Bobo pa. Let's go and see whether we can get some few players to sign them on base contracts. So it gives that euphoria, no. And no nieka. Inti nyeza uwobe yo football no say maybe beton me players. Now they are black stars. No way. We should change from that mentality because black stars is for the country. It's not for one individual. Because you're calling ngwasine by a Ghana nyo. Inti FA ne wo krum ha no. They know what they are doing. Oshe coach here and saying Thomas Tuchel. I say footballers no ebinum are exhausted. Oshe league no he went round looking at every single match. He has a vision to make sure say these are the talented boys. I think I can tap them. But England, they have one tradition. Say they have players who are the blue-eye boys. In the way you don't include them in your setting call-ups, but the coach sat down and said, let me debunk that stories, you know. Now me invent the national football in this country. Now look at the players, apart from Harry Kane, who is a non-player, any Henderson, and one or two players. Most of the boys are new boys. The boys even we know, say, from one from, because he wants something, he want to do something, he want to change something drastically. That is how we do things. Okono failure. He said, blame me when I don't perform. This is how we need certain things to be in our corridors. But when you do that, that's what people don't know. Football is business. What was that? 32 countries previously in the World Cup. This time the stage is 48 countries. It's almost advancing to 48 countries. Look at how big the industry is going to be like. World Cup, you see our Club World Cup, your World Cup, your Champions League, your European League, your Nations Cup. So they have so many things that has engulfed into business sector as a football. You see our footballers look around, they don't have time, but they make money. That's what we are saying. Let us introduce it and advance. Because you need to be now where be blaming you know say oh yeah and you do this watch it and also emulate the steps and do exactly what it's doing. I know and I professor and I professor when you say yes you but you don't want to boom yes you that let us move from that mentality. It's not going to help anybody. Now lawyer and the appeal could be cancelled for the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Bernard Ntubwe-Zaku, Wontumi, has dismissed claim that his client's decision to seek plea negotiations in Exim Bank case is an indication of guilt. In an interview with Asempa on the 11th yesterday, Appiah Kubi explained that Ghana's plea bargaining framework upholds the constitutional principle that every accused person remain innocent until proven guilty. Opting for a plea bargain doesn't mean that the person is guilty. Now, we opted for plea bargain and have not yet started discussions on the terms. But why is the Attorney General impugning their own motives? He questioned. Chairman Wontumi recently submitted a formal request to enter plea negotiations with the Attorney General in relation to his criminal trial involving the alleged 14.3 million loan fraud case connected to the Ghana Export and Import Bank, that is the Exim Bank. In the appeal, could be noted that the plea bargaining is regulated under Act 1079, which amended portions of the Criminal and Other Offences Procedures Act. The Plea Bargaining Act comes as Act of 1079, Section 162 of the previous Act that has been amended and captured in 1628 on the plea negotiation. Until the law came into effect on July 22nd, 2022, and according to him, misconception about plea negotiation stem largely from a lack of public awareness of the law. Now, it is not everyone that know this provision. He further explained that the legislation permission or the permit negotiation that could result in withdrawal of charges against an accused person. The plea agreement under Section 16.2a clause 1b is to withdraw all charges against the accused persons, which is one of the expectations of the negotiations. Appiah Kubi also pointed out to the legal provisions that require prosecutors to inform the accused person of their right before any plea discussion commences. Section 16.2a clause 2a says that the prosecutor shall be the commencement of the plea negotiations and inform the accused person of the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. He insisted that applying for plea negotiations should not be interpreted as the admission of wrongdoing. So therefore, no way that anyone who applies for plea negotiations admit guilt or is guilty. That is not what the law says. He stressed that the law further revealed that no discussions have yet taken place regarding the terms of possible agreement, questioning the conclusion are already being drawn about the outcome. For now, we haven't met to design the terms of negotiations. So why are we in a hurry to prescribe one of them for that matter when we haven't even indicated a preference? Inti Appiah Kubi, the lawyer for Chairman Wontumi, has entered plea bargaining with the Attorney General. And that most importantly, there are issues people are saying, say, when you enter plea of bargaining, that means that you have accepted your guilt. Not just say you have been guilty with explanation. So that is why you just want to quantify the two. But we have something in law called excruciating. Now you'll be excruciated from what you have been, it's not quite admissible that the fact that you have been, maybe you have been accused of that reportage or that findings. But the point is that, say, Ujitum say you want to go into negotiation because that is a concession. It means that a concession of an accused person or defendant accepting that plea of bargaining to the Attorney General. Until you go into that tandem, say, negotiate on how to go on that negotiation to settle that score, because you have been accused of that particular propensity. Say, you have been accused of 14 million Ghana cedis Exim Bank loan fraud, that you think that the money was supposed to be used for certain categories, but you didn't use the money because you borrowed the money from the bank, but the way you borrowed that money, it was something like a fraud thing. You are entering into bargaining plea. When somebody said, say, somebody is entering into a bargaining plea, it means that the person has not been proven guilty, but he has accepted the fact that he's making a concession. Say, Matthias here, in respect, me any the attorney, and also say the prosecutor, Matthias say, Sikano Metria. Let's do that one. So it's like settling issues out of court of settlement. That is how it works. In the and on pay no money transfer, no fee money transfer to Ghana, mobile money to all major network in Ghana, cash pick up to 18 banks and all rural banks, airtime top up, Unity Link Financial Services Limited. One more time, Unity Link, and so one of our proud sponsors. Now they are sponsoring all the time, making sure say sikasem ni bibrinano na eho da ho boko odi sikamani eno be ma busha for Ghana na ke say eboka ko tom wallet mu kama na edem anope ko uko YouTube about hot digital radio ubenyanyen ewo YouTube live mo showing live, and so ewo TikTok na pay mamu nachi now AJN and Co Limited here action pack the banner charity annual account bookkeeping self-assessment, especially for Uber drivers, gift aid claim, company registration, all kinds of mortgages and remortgages. One-stop shop to arrange for your general insurance, your life cover, medical insurance and protection. P45 and P60. Nina AJN and Co Limited. And pay Eboichi done from 016344 70495, 016344 70495 and 07883 777 742. And we are AJN and Co Limited, Chartered Accountant, Business Advisors. Idas Shipping, Bano say, Ode Nyama call o mine Ghana, Yunkukun Kaki, Yadi call mine Ghana, and just say Idas for Idruho. Na Idas for Sian Kyle say, Omocha Kwan was 65 Upton Lane, Forest Gate, Echo 7, 9 Premier Bravo, door to door by air and sea. Na Unyama Ode call Ghana no, Mamun Yamasu Trintem, na within the next 2-3 weeks. Na nyamano enso so akopani baby e wo man Ghana nti o de nyama fa wiem hyen so a eno ye 2 days nti titru e either some more drums boxes and tapes, and also say money transfer and airline ticket and ye either omo ye commercial quantity e de call man Ghana containers car o de call personal effect any most of the items I would call Ghana na either shipping from 0203 9760697 0203 9760697 and 07947361067 into no EDAS shipping. Fatherly Visa Traveling Tours about Express Passport and Visa, and answer discounted airline ticket in your Francis Finsbury Park, London, November 3 Echo Green on 0207 6193843 079 3965 6111 079 3965 6111. No, a Fatherly Visa Traveling Tours worldwide. And it pays hot digital. You the two menim say you call DAB. See our demo life. As you see, I know you see DAB know the tell lies. Now those who have cars they can have the DAB frequency. It's easy. And if you call shop to say PC World, any Agos near there, all the electrical companies near there, no, more importantly, ubenya DAB radio. Nice is you like I say, phone so aton kakra. And to bombarding akoto DAB nibi. But yes, I know. Now we need a little support to make sure that Kaba Dahoni, Yebenya kakra and Sudi Kutia, into Uwan Tubaka Kribia, Bank near Santa Day, and I didn't hot digital online limited. Account number near 763 64 379 763 64 379. Short code no 090128 090128. Contact numbers near 079 08443338 and at 079 314 06630 and at 079 318 797 741. You know your hot digital online, your DAB assistance kakra also betumi nya e de aboa. Rhapsody apartment na Rhapsody Airbnb and the title uko Ghana now pe baby lodge for be 1 week bia na 2 weeks bia na we here Airbnb Rhapsody apartment short and long stay airport pickups na North Legon so peaceful lane ablo AJ and discounted package comes at a reduced rate and does not include electricity. We've made mention of there are packages, but for that one you have to slot your own electricity. And you have free DSTV and Wi-Fi and $50 a night. Plus 44744 5311265 plus 44744 5311265 and your UK number and a Ghana number here plus 233 5538 30229 plus 233 5538 30229. Email rhapsodyproperties@yahoo.com and pay Rhapsody apartment and you can want to me now. Your well-being is very important. I've always said so because nipa wo ho na se car to me MOT. Now when you MOT there, then there's something wrong somewhere. Now it will prioritize your well-being of the community. Now the health awareness, no, no. Now some people will think say my data protection is not secured because when I go to see a doctor and ask a nurse to mentor me, like I said, my data protection is at risk. But that is not the issue. The very doctor who has been appointed or also part of the program will never jeopardize your integrity and your secret because the confidentiality that bounds between the two parties is always intact. The confidentiality of doctor or GP and a client, it's intact. They will never make sure say what do you secret be better with no way. So that is one thing they want everybody to know. In the one you want to partake this event, it is your priority that you can weigh the circumstances because your life is important. Your health is your wealth. And from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on June 20th, 11 East India Dock Road, London. The venue is highly accessible. Into to me and for bus 108 by D8 and D6. DLR to all sync station. Vital features free health checks. Expert discussion with cardiovascular health, diabetes and community well-being. It is proudly presented by Hot Digital Online alongside some leading UK Ghanaian Health Care Association. A doctor for and nurse for will come. So they will also, because this program, it is going to be one of the best programs Hot Digital Online will host at all times because your health has been paramount to all times. And you don't want to make sure say the apom di media grow because we also with them new draw free. But go to doctor and check for acquisition because yes sir, your life is in danger. Now in time Ghana will be a in the and Japan so far pan the hospital, but that's not the issue. The point is that these doctors will not they will not say obey be to compromise your system or your secret. They will never do that. They will never compromise. For assistance with me on 079-314-06630 and no air basso 20th live in concert. Kojointri and Fred Mewe will be here on Saturday the 5th of September. And it is brought to you by kind courtesy Davidson Group Band led by Kuku Nyami Chicho Anope and the Maestro Eba or the 9 Broadway High Road Wood Green N22 6 Delta Summer on the 5th of September. Da Force and Kuku Usufrimpong will be the MCs for the night and TQ will be the DJ. Enshan Suse Number is 0772887627. Inti Yanshanu. Step Ahead Foods. And so a Ghanaian company, Ghanaian Nuane, and Titru Oye. Na Oshe Ghanaian Nuane na. Wa box on the camera, I and the packages. Inti a brand image. Soft golden tropical bread, baked fresh, richly irresistible, authentic bangu, perfectly prepared for home style experience. Signature Fanti Kenke, traditionally wrapped, deeply satisfying heritage. A crunch plantain chips, any Step Ahead Foods or more quality of goods. Enti uhia mo abutuma fra 074 976 563 09 074 976 563 09 admin at stepaheadfoods.uk. Inti anopay enso ebo echidom. One large and small room be ewo Beckton. Inti bombodi aso betumi afre number no here one large or small room available in Beckton for +44 795 639 0380 +44 795 639 0380. Inti no one large and small room. E&J Handyman about carpentry works, door fixing and hanging, fixing of kitchen wardrobes and wooden floors. And we are E&J Handyman on 074324 02117 074324 02117. And we are E&J Handyman and pay and so Eboichidom. Ghana Teachers and Lecturers Association, Jumediano Babas Watchina, Ghanaian Community Forum, Navigating the British Education System with Confidence. Keynote speaker, Dr. Jeffrey Quay, OB, PhD, Friends of the Royal Society and Engagement Arts. Guest speaker and as a guest of honor, a Deputy High Commissioner to the UK, Mr. Konas Kwanza, on the 13th tomorrow from 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Glatesmore Community School, Fenday Road, Haringey, North London, November 15, 6 Union X-Ray. Now, learn with clarity, ask questions, build connections. Sponsors are Lemfi, Tap and John Bakery, Diamond Club of Ghana, UK. And for all the information, between for Dr. Juliet or Seusu on 075 105 38524 and Mr. Godwin Canton on 079 309 62 309 262 68 in the ancient so and check na ebedin komo but a clean, fully furnished double room available a 2-bedroom be a Camden Town, £720 all inclusive and free Wi-Fi for 078241 86222 078241 86222. Now for your information, obeko your platforms so now obeko hot digital ewo YouTube channel no ubo hot digital radio pe ubenya en live on the streaming and pay and so ho ya ko nim na ye to admedin so an pay na enche na bedin command Friday ntie nkasa bebre. I won't talk much because there are more issues that are emerging inti yen nkasa bebre be ko nim na to admedin so an pay too hot digital and awutie na emfa nwumi entwem eba na yatoa dwumedie no so tew na yakoyinim anope nsam no bebre na ho nsam bebre na ho na poso ho ntie gifty anti gifty na enkoyinim anope tew
what have you. All packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station. Hot Digital Online.
Okay, so miracle working God. In the meantime, from Gifty Godson. Now, Prime Minister in the UK, Anope, is under intense pressure. Now, working tirelessly to make sure, say, the British will also enjoy. Now, the Prime Minister is under pressure, the renewed pressure after Armed Forces Minister Al Kans followed the Defense Secretary in quitting over dispute about military funding. Kans tell the BBC that the investment plan DIP was not transformative enough and also looking backwards and rather forward. He says that the government has got to find more money. Where that comes from is down to the Prime Minister. Now, yesterday, the Defense Secretary, John Haley, told the Prime Minister that upcoming DIP falls well short of what is required for the defense. Business Secretary Peter Kyle also said that plans is not yet finalized, but will be released soon, adding that the government drives hard bargain when it comes to financing. And there's intense pressure from the Defense Minister Dan Jarvis and also the Alcans, who happen to be the Armed Forces Minister, has also endured some pressure into the Prime Minister. Said the Prime Minister should put more money into Alcans is continuing his monitoring media round, explaining why he quit yesterday as an Armed Forces Minister. He's just been talking to BBC Breakfast, saying that the military could find itself in a difficult position in the next 2 or 3 years should be tested. Now, he says that the military could find itself. Now, the next 3 years of 3 or 5 years, there will be geographically constrained contest to some point that will probably involve us. Allies of our partners, he says so. Kans warned that the UK could find itself in a conflict with the adversary in some shape or form. And the two ministers resigned in protest. Now, how we got here is that we have been covering two government ministers resigned during chaotic 8-hour period on Thursday. John Haley quit as a defense secretary. Al Khan quit as an armed forces minister amid government dispute over military funding. And on the 8th of June, Haley says that he presented with the government decision investment plan to fold for the first time. It lays to out proposed military funding over the next decade. And it is because of funding that the minister for the armed forces has resigned. And two ministers resigned yesterday based on the fact that Sika anyone they funded project, and that is why they have resigned unequivocally. In the meantime, further men charged after violence at Norwalk protest. Now, recently there was some violence that occurred in Northern Ireland where there were a lot of escalations. People who were arrested because there were some suffocations that went through, and some people were arrested. Some people have been also charged. It talks about issues that were happening recently within the enclave. Na yeko inim na eto admeden so tew. Enche na ebedi komo anope na ensem no yede na poso na breti for anope bebi a wo bia no. Nyame enhyen so ntongu so. Hot Digital Online UK happen to be our major community radio. This time around with the DAB, that is the only problem. Anope and Pastor Prince David Amponsa, the man of our hearts. All family and friends invited to the homecoming. In the code, dress code, black. On the 12th today from 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Our Christ Church, Broadway, Bexley Heath, Delta Alpha 6, 7 Bravo Tango. Now, second day, black and white, homecoming. And ochna, a yenebebas wo Newham Leisure Center, 281 President Lane, Plasto Echo 13, 8 Summer Delta. Saturday the 13th, in Tianshan, so I share black and white. Sunday, the Thanksgiving service from 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. All Saint Catholic Church High School, 6 to 16 Ames Road, London N16, 5 Alpha Flavor. And the 14th of June 2026, that is where you have the Thanksgiving. No Subebaso. Yenuaba Patricia Usu, aka Jewa Mensa, respectively invite the Franks and loved ones, say 27th of June, and an Asian Bebaso. Na church service, Beshase Ward, T. Crib and Sons on 8:30 p.m. Victoria House, Beckton, London, E65 PA. Now from 11 a.m. it was City of London Cemetery, Crematorium, and also Addersburg Road, London, E12, 5 Delta, Quebec. Final funeral arrangement, your Saturday was Broadwater Farms Community Center, number 1 Adams Road, N17, 6 HG. Time is 6 p.m. to 12, 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. And the ancient so elho. And the notice not just say Jumedino Basso. Into which me affair in your acquisition was 0755 11290 and Angelina was 078 112 11826 843. The ancient so and so elho. Lady Gaga. I know you have MPP ni Bamapa. Ni mame and so Efrimunti on the 20th. And a yenu bebaso. The Broadwater Farms Community Center, number 1 Adams Road. And Lady Gaga, no na pan for, and pay Lady Gaga ma yako nebusa for Abawa Roots, any Mugabe, Minister no pay Buddha Tum Life, Abawa Radio, Life and Colored, Abawa, Yamin shall see weekend, next weekend, and a boat party, Basun, Muko Jimeni, Abawa Muko Jimeni, and Yaji Nisa, in Jose Monshan, so boat party no. And so baso. Tiabeboni tu na kwenim na enche ebedim komo anopei na poso nti titiri nsuso we dwedie ne wo shop awo pese ebohu dewura hot digital sisi ano DAB life enti bibia is intact uko DAB na so apa na dem udi tuma so na dem inti we de o se ntrobi enim Nada be nim a crojing yopo edem the hot digital online and pay edamun nasi when ya abutrama yen for all this while the how ya komi nano ni nano munya abutrama you've been patient with us all times nti mamu na achi anopay enche na ibedin komo yentie nwum mienu bi yen fanfin.
The interviews and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, on digital online.
The cool roll at the mic alongside Capture My Utabuchi. Julie, Kwame Akangu, Masumu say, oh, no, so don't know, but baby. Julie, Kwame Akangu, Masumu say, oh, no, so don't know, but baby. Millimeter fear can't tell me. DNC said for better, oh for worse. But I say, oh better me I could see say before you need. No more back or grab bosso. We see a bit too. I'm a man we are oh yeah. Now send me to me need oh. Now when you some poor, but I say, oh ben my baby coco. Jimmy Pome, I'm an Jimmy Tata. I could see, say, what mark my will you bet for me? Son of the not yet.
The news, the interviews, and what have you. All packed and ready to go. On your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Yeah, going in and 12 minutes and did Ransbonsra no pay in the meantime, in between time. Now, a provost of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences at the University of KNUST in Kumasi, Professor Charles Mafu has stated that President John Mahama administration recent approval rating should fall below 15%, according to the former president of the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG. The ruling government has disappointed ordinary citizens despite the high expectation placed on it. Speaking on a panel discussion on IRPA TV, in a video shared on social media, he said, the ruling NDC government has failed to meet the public expectations and need to be held accountable. The NDC is in power and they should step in and open Afar Hospital. That is why people are saying that the president approval rating is going down. For me, I believe it should have. It should be. Or for me, I believe that it should be. It should have dropped even lower than what we are seeing below 15%. When it drops, it will make him sit up. Some of us had so much confidence in them. But look at what is happening now. When they came into office, they started with the Kofru market. They have they completed the Kumasi market? They are disappointing people, and some should tell them what is supposed to be done, what is supposed to be done. Meanwhile, the survey by the Institute of Economic Affairs released on Wednesday the 10th, 2026 of June, found that President Mahama job approval rating stands at 58.9%, down from 68% from recorded in the earlier IEA survey conducted in December 2025, published in February 2026. The poll, which was conducted in May 2026 across all 16 regions, more than 1,000 respondents, showed that 28% of the respondents disapproved of President Mahama's performance, while 12% also expressed no option at all. Despite declining, IEA noted that President still maintaining a significant lead between the approval rating and disapproval rating. The decline suggests that while many Ghanaians remain supportive of the president, they increasingly expect improvement in the economy to be reflected in their daily lives. The institute stated in its report that the survey found that economic performance remained the strongest factor behind public support for the president. Now, among respondents who approve of his performance, that 73.5% cited in government handling of the economy as their main reason, while 16% pointed to road infrastructure development. Now, energy and electricity accounted to 2.7% responses. And also, according to IEA, the key economic indicators has improved over the last 60 months. Inflation declined to from 23 to 23.5% to January 2025, 3.4% in April 2026, while the cedi appreciated by 26% against major foreign currencies. Now, they also say that they noted that the Bank of Ghana policy fell from 27% to 14%. The average commercial bank lending rate dropping from approximately 32% to around 20%. In addition, Ghana debt to GDP ratio declined from 61.8% at the end of 2024 to 45.3% by the end of 2025, while international ratings agency upgraded the country's sovereign credit rating. However, the economic concern also featured among dissatisfied with the president's performance. About 30.9% cited that the economy as their main concern, IEA adding that the findings may point to a disconnect between improvement in the national economic indicators and day-to-day experiences of many households, and particularly regarding income and the cost of living. Electricity supply emerged as the second most common concern among the respondents who disapprove of the government performance, with 29% per the citing power-related challenges. The institute also observed that the survey was conducted shortly after temporary power supply difficulties in May 2026 led to frequent power outages in the country. In Tinipa, 29.9%, and are disappointed about the electricity connections. Now, the corruption was also identified as major concern. About 19.1% of the dissatisfied respondents citing it as a reason for their disapproval. Now, the finding also suggests that many Ghanaians continue to expect visible action and addressing corruption. IEA noted, overall, the institute concluded while support for President Mahama remained relatively strong, Ghana are looking for economic gains to translate into tangible improvement in everyday lives. The survey forms part of IEA regular assessment of presidential job performance. So it was 68% to 58%. So now there's a distrust in the people who are saying that the government need to tighten his belt because things are falling apart, and they think that the government ratings has been reduced by 15% as at the time he was giving that ratings. And the amount for Bibrinano, IE, omo reportage, omo de buy say, a buying a President Mahama in a pound for no. Omo ratings na buffon because performance no enko amount for kotom, bottom nkoye, electricity nkoye, any corruption near the nature say, nyame bia, omo feel say, I say a buying 200 mono, why slow, into a money ratings, so nyae previously in 2025, no. In 2026, a swati by 15%. And the lecturer, one of the lecturers, Eddie Atuja, say why disappointed. Na Ghana for the money to a buying so and so when to me and for koto and young quine. And no one sem and on to you. I almost also no crowd in Cobetro Sukra. Yan Chebeco lines reading command pay 14 minutes past 10 o'clock and pay. In the meantime, I name Zion Judah. Go for me, Jano pay. Eriko. Eriko Michecha, why? Share for all of us. Najma Michecha no pay. I hope life is better much for you today this morning. Yamin shop papa.
I love you so come from my property.
I know pay about radio. We be to my life. About Michecha no pay. And here in na ebedin command pay on Hot Digital Online one more time na yen twice be the so till. Monday and correspondent bidding komo na just yeko weekend ya football na be na just there's a lot of variety in the system. Football no ebi ahomachi. Na ahomachi de na just yen de nya bi hwe o. Was madaha to mabre. Boy sabre. Enti de ebe ne se bi wo ho a obetumi match awfo said da wakoma so betumi a reverse wa hwe ewo YouTube ni ade ni na dada YouTube. It is on social media no take it the center stage. I no pay me chechi obi a Rico. The other line is in command pay. I mean, show BB. I no pay Unity Financial Services Limited, and a proud sponsor no pay, and Oboy Chidom, and other major sponsors I no pay. Why I say as name, and who BB always obo who the rap. My Hot Digital Radio Live Yantonka, Yambo who the room. I say I will be at demu yopo.
If you have money, I go give you. If you my body, I go give you. From right here, for so many, so make a die in your fear, you do.
Sweet Sensation, Joseph Yamo, Michicha no pay. The Yako in minute 12 minutes. And the payment church NS of Julius Restaurant and Bar. In NS, you watch a papa. Only Auntie Julie. Why are dear Mabom home modern? I mean, Shramu papa. NS and then who cafe Auntie Julie. My friend papa. The other call and shade in common and pay. Kofi Francis, ain't you?
Man.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, ain't you?
Man, one of the ASI research.
IE. Yeah.
I won't say, Ghana, no. One head of the IE. One nominating.
Oh, IE, the almost ID that at the present time now.
Yeah, but the IE, yes, I research where they are not doing their job properly.
Are they?
Both Senate President in Nyai. Election, Sen Nyai.
I told you 56 point something.
And as I say, I research on 50 say.
Research in the first one on 68. That was last year. And this I've been actual research, they want to be found compare. Vote to be now why research that? Why research that?
Me research.
Exactly. So you don't understand the principles.
But me so to form. Let me tell you, yeah, cost of Ghana. Nkwakazo 48 poor. I could have swallowed it. But wait, Van, as what Musan call my chibium. I am independent research have been 1 year, no financial DMRA. I don't know more. We are not kids, you know. We know what is going on in Ghana. Corruption is 19%. Look, you think Ghanaians are satisfied with what is going on? Quickly, let me go to Nini. You know, Nini, about some of your friends, you know, and cranny. Me, a woman crying, right?
Francis, I don't want us to banter with these issues. Let's go on. You have your issues to make. Dabi. You don't. Francis, listen. You are a politician. The game we are doing, we are not doing a social event. It is a politics. So,
okay.
And when you do that, it's like
almost 24-hour market, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, woman. Na your market be what me your friend is a market, right? Sla market no o kanja adama fio and start here so besi. Oh you know when timi anye na ni bi aibonte e ba ye oh yeah when we and you benya another MP your friend Mustafa or Yankania were two bar, right?
Okay.
Also buy right? And what they say, what Adani squatter.
Okay.
Land. And then I brought for multi stores no more better carrot, you know, Emma, some number for in Yeska. A viable market.
Okay.
Anka, a productivity map in Copenhagen was our area because we never cry, yeah, you were Mudo. Ufri Muda, now call Fase, now call Buko, now call Bessie, now call Asene, every 20-30 meters we are needing, right? You think we're following you now, beard in a Jumabao.
Okay.
And I bought to my NDC, sir. We bought Ododio, Nayas, a serious look at the game. Winnie, sir. You school, when you say school back up and Ododio. And I thought that they were Buzi and Bessie. School I was simple manche if you nature and a Roman for no see back Jamestown police station or vocational training Father Campbell and a BC. Of course I have vicinity why any school be school and now Jamestown Ancient Road Methodist and Ayalolo school be anywhere ya vote on my power ways a woman percent in conform education. Our area, almost around the Gotano school be any area.
Okay.
Yaba power for years and years. They cannot even build a school in Bukum. Obimla no chance school be Bukum. School near Bukum, commercial school, Menso. Menso, I call it Ada. They are not doing, they are not developing the place. And I don't know why the people are voting for them. Jamestown Market. God bless Ghana. Thank you.
Mami say why ain't you?
Mr. Valentine.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning. You don't catch it. How can you?
Mr. Valentine, sir. Maybe I saw one in family, I saw one teacher. And family is not cafe. We were here to see a good
They tune now be bawo. Mami say what they tune no obefre. Yo yati. Ain't you?
Mr. Valentine.
Yes.
I know pay the about the elastic. And the home of running at the Marata. Or do buy now what you do or do a baby. Or do Yamina more of a bind.
Okay.
When I watching your papa. Emma when you were bushing at home. Near Chia and how about radio you sing in a kitchen. You may obey and support buyer. Emma will buy radio you sing in a support. No mother church or Muslim no don't figure. Missing your buyer name. Okatachia Africa. Me na me count me to check it show my you. Na me take the way they used to be a theater. The coin me a bear watch. Na chesa. And some need you ha. Not as a min say ja. Say a president here. They be a method to a giving me a missing a giving me a Jamaica me the last of my battle to him. Just a buy a ban no okay the king man who says your president, you only need to make names back politics. Or Bobo Boss, from my Mississippi. And so I have back. We young son or better can you know the book. Now, Mr. Valentine, we be in the case of the flow, and now can the Boa Bass. South Africa for any football. And okay, with the normal to talk him. The football, the way I will see you in the media, what taking as a press now. And what taking as a press, and my football no cry yet. You come honey a while. I said, no football, you need one. Football is your crew with the end of my end. Oh, money a man cost.
Yeah.
Nah, picture. And I'm not petty. And this is what Mr. President Mahama. One a backer, you who are fortunate here. What was she into the bad boy? And this is woman and tradition. Then you're missing young Kappa, Mr. Valentine, to be able to one who are come. You call social media, you know, for shut down hospitals, yes, facilities, I'm ready and coupon your from the Arab who to be able to buy abatis. In Summa, my Ghana. Now, hospital, yes, now, Papa, when it becomes to a family meeting, Lamia will say, among them, as they say, the hospital, and you won't be brave or what is he buying? Ghana, never man penny of his body, therefore. What you know, matter two women can you tell me they were South Africa, the problem of Rana, but you for Papa, here from one name on example. All of that, the strong women any part a woman. Oh, no matter let's sit down with the book at Cameron. Not just that. When I mean, see a dear Popia, a dear Popia takes a picture, and I can't for your own day. And this is for I can't for your own than I can't for you. And I may catch you, we are continuing out there, good journey, and this year. For no blue when you Jehovah to go here, your mammy, Tommy, and Debbie, and Coleman, and nothing yet. Yes, who are holding body and our band medium. The year mammy who charm me at home.
Okay.
Now you see a race. No more what was making me dandy. Dear Race, not dandy. Well, I buy a bet here. That would be for party.
Don't be pen over joining. You don't want to mean restricted. And freedom of expression. And freedom of expression. You know, the I'm saying, they are open over joining. They'll be super over joining. Why?
Oh, Mr. Valentine, would you me this matter to phone movie out?
I know the over to meet your money about. Also, because I said, the open or joining. Don't do
it. Would you open or joining? I would get TA and I'm not here for Pia.
Quickly.
What one so far as or no theatre or platform there. Once now, can you tell us what dinner is that kitchen body? What are you watching and what to two for?
Okay.
I do
two for our legal experts on the side. Wow. And he said, if it is continuing degrading his kingdom, no, feel say, innuendos, and also say, you're scandalizing the kingdom now, no good hoofing into the public eye. They can sue Kevin Taylor. And what is preventing the for machination, say, one now, because Mra, ɛne yɛde ti kurom ha de bia meka nti ɛnyɛ sɛ obi bɛdi atam bɛkɔ ne no obi bi di atam me nkyɛ me ndi obi atam nti so Kevin Taylor yɛ bibi na ɔkɔ se trailer ɔwɔ ne law ne legal firm and as a representative as counsel a obetumi issue bia ne de yɛ bibi ɛfɛ no wo amanone kura obetumi outside jurisdiction kura obetumi sue for that yɛn yɛ why obi wɔ Ghana obetumi sue Hot FM yɛ bibi a ɛwɔ krom ha obetumi sue yɛ wɔ ha nti it does not prevent Otumfor's corridor to file a suit of defamation against Kevin Taylor nti sansem no ache so Otumfor na ni ho nfese hu hia dia so be it by hu hia you can file it because Kevin Taylor na aka say so obi person sue no obetumi sue no cho no so or render yourself for that nti eno de yem face no obi sumre
me kasa ne say o mani swadi kunu pa wo tumi ko si market na wo nya afa foto no
yati
enti o munya ne ma papa ne mo wo
I'm say what na akwa David enti o ne yanko
Yo, Mr. Valentine, that's good morning. Jack, I'm for you. I'm say why I'm watching more idea. Now, boy, some crowd no, obisi Ghana, that's what we so benya Edipa Edinachi. That's how Lawrence Okum Ghana this year. As when you Edipa Edinachi, it's the end of the year. Oboard ma the open D on Milbogum and Unifa. The open D Robo also abroad part with the Trimonia one year. The end of the year, do be a Pibiano, Obituma, a Johnny. I go back at Michelle Papa, and I Lucy, Nana, Missa, Marcos Michel, Fred, Zatu4, Nassau and Cassia, Napia, or Baya, Ticasia, Casongo, Ema, Chapa Papa, Sanso, and Mammy, I feel upon Mammy, as we do. Nana, me, and Dickness. Chewing of a time in a chap. I don't see a tongue catch it.
Mamma does it when Chano, so transfer.
Mamata, Michaba,
also in China, to the way we are cacran way jai into Australia.
Oh, I'm way under the beer and then Oba Acosiatas also Jasso.
Okay, also on the Bacopen or Bob, I would overcome the private thing.
It's bad.
If you're not tissue, why? Or say tissue.
As the man Acosiata, the Biacano, and quite a butcher Bibia, we are saying. And
who didn't okay, Auntie, you do any no,
yo, where dear researcher room. I okay. Vote President Mama Nyaya and now Oka once man and say
research for the performance.
Oh, and now it's a performance. I saw China say I saw
Aqua David, I'm kind with you. Aqua David, I do with you. So what you say? Oh,
okay, Ghana for at the Obonito Zoom. And I am passing Ghana for the Obonito Ira Mamazo. Oh, and then Ghana for now or mother. Hey,
it's not just a watch there to Mano. Oh, Aqua David. You're young, ain't you?
And even the beginning is Ghana for the Obonito so. Ghana for the Obonito Elton so.
I want to understand the Omo to Abamano until you had a normal from
so, Obo ma obefri Ghana ababrichi enzoba ensankwa na obewie oba o ma so be adwuma nje abucha so de nka ye se obi obobra nti saro so obo ni to suta dia ene ma wo mo kasa asaf market adwadifuo bi say 24 hours economy no adwuma wo asaf market adwuma almost almost on board yet on budget at home BBA. And I don't know, and so I shall for and on God of table so. Tidian Jombrano, not Condom Juan, the government 24 hours a Juma and a Joe Emma Sabi son. I shall for. Nania and also a hold on. None will be Casse. A Saturday, 47 constancy. I just say, if you want Kazanka, a big round to a and this anka 47 MPs, and he added in a woman any hospitals. any MP for the hospital. Oh, sky, you did your galero, your first die.
Okay.
MP for almost AC hospitals and crying any water raging. Almost any Islam, almost to Emma and Islam. MP say, no, see hospitals, one crying. And crying hospitals are only now a body they see. About this year, there about a year, and Nanado, Asante region, agenda 111, Asante region, one or 19, and a pocket said, and an omason. There was 16 regions, Asante region, Enya, Maku, Edunkrom, apart from hospital, Seriani, the Kumawu, and Folukromne, any health hospital Nanado de Mako 19 or says accommodate new university. And any MP for
okay.
I am Musadio. I am Musadio. MP for any day. The Chatoye and we say Patrick and Patrick I'm saying, Wamano and Candy no cannot say. Medium who had said. No person can say, Obia, oh, Giscabiano, Fay no one fan to a wakantum, Otwakantuma. Everybody, you say, Sika, focus on a free. Now, one can say, the Biada Obana or be good one must say, and Obama sleeped, a bow, a sign, and a sign depart.
Thank you very much. Line one, you too.
Pachomiana.
I want to say.
Ayo Usini.
Hey!
Man.
Hey! No!
Will you have a surprise, oh, Papa?
No, I say. What's that one?
Va, Michel, Papa, Michel, Papa, Papa, Dodo.
Oh, we took that, I was saying.
Mete sa kwa David Bob di pen babaso.
Na o na o Ghana o tra Ghana na.
Oh me kontra o kakra ba ba na oba ya de na jamita tin nkan kakra.
Okay. Ene ma
kwa. Enti na ya na me ka chen so nchi a o mami.
Oh good. Ene ma kwa ba.
Yeah. Na me chia o papa me chia o woni o busia me chia papa. Any Juma Udi Shagana and Yunyam.
No great.
Kosua Sela Yetawachi, Yanni Jawe. Amen. Na Michia Kwa David. Michia Obaya, Michia Van Coming Woman Kakra MPP Woman Organizer. Dachima, Michiani Papa, and Michia Minia Kwami NDC, Michiano, Iye. Na mpacho van wati bibi kakra se ebi aminu akwami e mani baby share
kwami hwan Greenwich
and dia ya no oba otono bo chirechire oniema mu kama no wo so wa onim kwami ke
kwami penyin
ai
well ono ye ni project bi nkakra ofie ti otai ko fie pa but ono de no nche dan per positions ao.
Okay, Michiani Bibli, Namfusa, said or no bar on your church and near Mamu, Tono Boise, near Diano, Namfusa, Mepebia, Dinasi by Yashi. And Yashi, you van, Metamasi, Michia Tiafonina, Wama Bo Dibia, Michiao. If it's a vine or Hiata Monodia and Ejuma, Enti Michio Bibiara, Vine.
Yes.
Kakra mekani say, your friend is saying, MPP, where I am ya, kaya, I am me ba affiliation, na me ka say, say, and me and DC, Omanya, Saponyano, that time Nanado, Excellency, or back national, kaya, Kamika say, Uncle on fat or Nanado crown channel. What you say?
But so the apprehension, Beba, because your political season, you may be you shut number council any day. When you use your conviction, any hatred, any yard, a buying no new chrono in your hotoda. Until you have to look from certain angles. That is why Nancy Omichi Nipa Aruna do supie beka say when you are arresting people without bail good bail papa ode oyene and eba omenimo Aruna do make that statement but it just I know but one say udi obufu ya dia you fail until sometimes I always tell you say yenye sa emra ho ma president Mahama say that time no say court and a special prosecutor didn't call ya NDC ni bi enu obe ye ba uko chini tumpe na ka say political persecution you are intimidating your opponent and that is what we don't need in our political euphoria and only here can one say ntenye ya wo ka say udi obufu be ntim say nti na ubuefu but sometimes you have to measure things of this nature because we are tyrant leader ukro na enkoso nti enu na president oba ya chichim kofo ye na ye ka say onja achichachichi because emwa that's what we are saying nti onu enko
me da si bebre se va wa chire musa o option bia o soldiers bia o be kan no ya na me jitum na one who say Matthias one who say so ni mo ka say omunja kra no omuguso what you say omuguso dia me ya no e fi say one one dia ba ko ni say eye jomama onu no sebeta frache onu no onye Ghana for ho onu no George ni say onim dia ye me ya no eye nanado unso ba obey waye adwuma gu obebre John Mahama nim say nanado abeye adwuma bebre etu won say sabi eye enyema so ye wo man nim no onye okay ena osika no na mo fom futu almost wrong what you say no almost full scan if say one who say nanado abeye nyuma bebre enti I know enye ma if say why no kakra now 4 years kakra na da na enimu no 3 years to 2 years no onye because no yeah sika ni o man enimu say if say omu wiaska enti no you so aska na obebre
okay
enti onye na jeme yani say aka mo so mo pa no yo why boni bia mo di acha no se MP so mo di sika be mo ko yes mo di sika bia mo di answer so mo di ni na church which was very bad what I say see yani say e be no man be ko so e be no o man be ko so vai
okay
e be yes ana
yati yati enda so
me da see be say na ma tonka
you make us why
yo bye
pampe kan enti ne enko obusonfo
yo do me da sit me akwanya edawusu uwie sisia me chiawa ko David na minianum enramete committee na den kan bo boso and to all communicators enia ba ye mame declare be dia wo bia mame chiawa na enia ba nana na mete mame se wan sonka ye bo mu nyina abaso enia ba obaya edayama now I'm afraid may a bit gutted I'm not surprised Mama dear my cousin my surprise on who I'm thinking so the direction of our country by and I listened to a lawyer Pierre Kubi and I'm a prayer so my son Chino now share our experience was a year at 21 years Appear could be within our party in crime. Some of Kufubi who is so a bit controversial just because a white or because a white. Nipa or your principles are no bones a baby no not no. As a Uchi and Sema Papa we cassette, ye did dinner or court. So, to make case we say not to say NDC are buying led by John Mama and I say, Chenchiache, or the to make the tomb. Meno can say a year TikTok case of NDC. Almost social media, as if say a handy really number or more. In fact, some of them cry a sentence, they are reading it out. You said them what could say, Yam fan of crane, Yajuma, and Yamia will kind of cry in bitty. Again, let us break the front of NPP party. When you say to me a year tomorrow, a Santi region, if you are able to jail him, Now you mutu abronya afi ebema efren se pressure na yeden abafo. Na so hwe nsem a papa no bobo so enra. Na baby a case ye dru asisi a no hwe ne aye kona also petition efren se Ghana Bar Association. Because ensem bi ho a the problem is say nkaba akromo ase ye di cases a ye were pressmen na omo kona nko omo akokova na omo aba na omo abechiri mo. And you are to a sense that they will catch you and will be a cassette. And you know, or Beba court one if you want the teen, I echo. And a place to you on the common chroma. Or chance any papa and a bad average. They say they all don't know what is actually transpiring in the court. The council will say, no, Mahama Baya, or didn't sack Chief Justice, and your castle papa was say judiciary. Or JP, I will three more. If he's allowed to go just the way air corner. Tomorrow is pregnant. Now, I know now. I'm saying, Patrick, and Tim Asinti, Becky can be Patrick, I was only responding to a mini about 2 days ago. Becca and say, or say, yeah, apply common sense. And I make a sense, so only common sense application. Offer that advice, no, Emma, a year, a friend said, your mama. Because what he said in opposition, no. We're reneging all the promises. Who catch the Kriapo sell them more musica? I year 6,500. Who buy 10 completely out of it. What's I promise a 24-hour economy? And then me no case, you know, a 10-year 24 a market in a music. The government is confused, so I was only pointing his daily actions in government. He can make decisions. And then I can watch and say, be fair. I didn't say I catch Ghana for. Now, we say, so bad, now, who did you make one at? Now, maybe I'm not the target.
All right.
I can only tell you, your friends, and Patrick. As a research, now, you know, it is time for you to also research your own thinking faculty. Because I know never go out. You see, I'm not insulting the man, but I'm only pointing to him, say, he's so confused, say, even promises I will make it to the people of Ghana before say I did 2 million man on. Completely what every home. And if you are telling him, say, we've been so good, say you're pointing the frogs, it's very out to our main requirement of the target. Now they move to me move fan and two. Now send a can tomorrow is pregnant.
All right. That's it. Also for you.
Yo, Valentine, meet you with you for. Now, Mr. Obadi and Anno Winchirama John Dramani Mahama, Vice President. Now, Valentine, sometimes I say, which is a Kwame, or Casa UCC here. He defines the level of electoral defeat, you know. The extent I hit you on par. No? Some are pretending. Some don't even want to acknowledge, say they have lost the election. But with you, Mr. Kwame, the frustration, the level of frustration, and how he expresses it now, it tells us that it has really, really hit them. And even a year prior to the election, we were, and then would be bought Mohammedi. I would be on Bokufuadu Dean. You know, be an year Bokufuadu Dean say, in the more year, no, the way I know poor man in yet. I heard the Kukuba MPP ban. Send is a moody airborne, but in the crowd fire airborne my. Not mobile na Mahama and I'm with Bufu as well Mahama. Ghana for Nessie Mahama, no, Yasona Sheda.
Yeah, they were 7 the term, we only win 8 years. They just want to break the 8 and they got 8 year cycle and they continue. You can't quantify that.
Say Valentine, if
they only want to set a record. Say you will break 8, and when to break 8. Until that one, it doesn't make any.
Yeah, it was easy. It was.
No, it's not easy because that is the conviction of some of the people.
Break the 8.
See, that is the conviction of some of the people in Africa terrain. No, people have different kind of connotations.
It's not a formula.
No, that's what I'm saying. That it is something that it has become a trajectory in Ghana politics.
But Valentine,
if somebody wants to break the 8, and want to break it, what is so special about it? You want to break the 8, and they said they won't give you the chance to break the 8. That's all. So they were there. Don't have this issue.
But Valentine, do you know, sir, it's possible that Mahama and the NDC could possibly break the 8, looking at the level and the way.
Right now the ratings is going down. They say it's not performing. So how can you break the 8 when you are not?
Who has it? Who are the people saying? The NDP people. NDC is normal. It's political.
No, listen. Also, don't be pretentious. IEA has brought a findings of a report. Initially, they were giving a rating of 60. No, listen. Listen. Don't discredit anybody. They are there. They are doing their work.
No, but
listen. Don't do it as if say you want to dictate what we are doing. And be subjective to what you are doing. Because in the first place, there are issues in NDCR. You always waive them and come and talk different things. I am okay. Until I know the if you got things, I'm okay. Or see, we a leader. Now you to nyama good ball got them near the now to me because of election. Tell me leader. Tell me about okay. But you waive it. Into politics there. Politics.
I don't care about the NDC party.
Don't take it as if you say easy. Into the yanko and me na can the yanko.
Enti me kano on say Kwame Ba say intribu esi akon eye won to me obi ya mama na bi some person jeli no sa na person mo yes na my but adentina oba e wan ka charges so bo aye de bono ni enti e di na mra no say wo defraud ma me kama etifo ntie won to me FAC charges, okay? 4 charges. One of the charges, numerous one, or at least the 4 charges now, even say, defrauding by false pretense, altering a forged document, money laundering, and intentionally causing financial loss to a public institution. Maslog.
Okay.
No, Valentine, let's engage, because it's a radio, like I said, it's to educate, entertain, and inform. So why did
what I'm saying is that they are all can ready. So it is from the court and court.
It is from the court, and the Attorney General has presented this to the court.
So read it.
So you thinking say somebody has printed.
Now that is why he has entered plea of bargaining.
Yes, exactly. So if he's not guilty, why is he entering that? So why Kwame is making it to sound say somebody without any guiltiness.
Okay.
And any charges. And let's be, and me can say Kwame told on kind of correct, but let's be factual and respect our listeners.
Okay.
That's Valentine.
All right. Obaya, ain't you, Uncle?
Yeah, good morning, Val.
Yeah, ain't you, Oba?
You, Mr. Tiefun, I just Mwakaba. Yabua force from Con, Mr. Munina, boom, a brain tea. And Sika, a mensaka, nipa mi no enra me bo anti sunsun mi din ena yenua be mo katatie anti sunsun mi de 20 pounds ena yenua be mo katatie so e de 50 pounds enti still la appeal me egu so o katatie me da sepa pava dia e mas a yes so unique na a year akono se ubo wo mu dinia no mu di sika abrewu.
Oh, okay. No my idea.
Oh my idea, what they say, I didn't go Ramford. Me born in no see this catch one and then 3 days me bobo on the day.
Okay.
And she meaning someone Maka, Kofi Francis, Uncle Joe. Omukra there and I don't need to mention their name because the beba. Yama can you na woman you promise me the beba. Still lie, silence listeners said the minya bema kwame pekam kadebiano. Yeah, someone nim. Adofu a working chini bench, yes, someone nim, yes, radio no, except Gina Su, and now, what will I hear of Free Finlandy? December, this can be by.
Why I was for?
Aye, and a media budget, yeah, so don't
worry, about you, don't worry.
On family, beg chicken taste, so can't really matter today. You're crazy, can't but you don't
worry.
Well, if I pay or didn't see Kako too like.
Francis, just your name. Was it in your barn on there and I'll bonnet Jadu? I've seen your barn.
Oh, Madam in Penny, your bema, Kata when you be dimatum and I'll be having but I just want me dima grow. Maybe the only take for tax. What you to me, Casa Kwame Penny, Jai or buy your mammy. Marco Jenna Hopa, must stop on red so. No red reason over kind. Now we are a cousin in your barn, meaning your barn. When I am in your bema, you win your bar. Lee Kwame and not Kwame or Uncle Joe, no. a teacher for our woman do mine, a boom ma, and woman yammy yamma, Miss me yammy, woman yabanya, aquano. One is a before no pay. I no pay the American say. I said they're now quite a bit cano. Obi Bordonium. What say? What count as some pakra you punu kwasi asem. Oh Patrick and Ra as someone now will becano. Nay yansa some pa but would the miss when you so and this for one quadjime ho pa. Where quadjin want me and what pass ya my way. Where quadjin want me and what num sa what jimmy ho panty. On some now becanyas asem. And so do one say what will buy yes, you cannot for accounts will be benefit. For your information, don't want to fat the bucket to accounts, make a crack and a and a farm accounts will create your business. Do what you ask them and your business. Ever, yes, Mr. Mahama, need our bro, you know. And President Kufuor doing genius that said, Jet won't, I can't say no, I said, and the M1, and my name friend to one more penny war. Someone won't talk and say, pray funny fish from Meshias, you know, until them one uncle. The same get in an archive. A brave Muhammad Tina could jai seen you kumase what they said lake was from Cheside ho and a pilot now for Swan Land Yanka Jomame we. So Kais Assam. Aha. Na President Kufuor abana ye ka si enchengina. Yam penena President Kufuor the smooth pemi wa memfo mefa private jet to kwan. Me han bia to kwan. Wo jali premu okuja to abra kwa Singapore. Me ni sin ba bia no ogina. Wo jali premu na esi edu nkachi na wone kwasi plant ma se etwe mansu. Oh president jali wie ma baba begun ma nkwan enu o musti we. This o mo magini mo ha. Na Ghana fo bia adwene mo ha no magye di. On se ba ye no dia wo boy ye se yi jet ni betimi asave 15 years. Ono ani ministers ene etitirufu obi ne kowu ye nipa nwotwe ekokum wo mo. Enu achi na yi papa ya sade Black Star asa ye campaign se Kufuor amemu born into Black Star kra entimi ise goes. And so Kufuor betina so from 2017 to 2024 Black Star will be in one say 5-0. And so Mahama moves to on say Austria. Friendly match, almost say 5-0. Oh, Musu then anoka. Now obi omo friendly match, omo fu omo kro no nsie. Oba besie timi the video tono so, camera tono so ka say budget aye chama ye no. Ye kom 70% di ba besia. Near the 30%. And probably we are the Maya saying. Raymond, was Sunday ensure flood as I year campaign said, Kufuor do a memo bonning in so granto. On since you will Ghana this year. Neja, wo pencil, ensure to Neja Sigana, Masodom and Gomola tell you. Would you do need no me at Timosu June, one with you? And so talk, na Ghana at this year, just as you, Sodom and Gomorrah. I say repeat it will buy was second time. I say repeat it. Oh, no, me, now Obama will be no answer about so. The same thing, and a cocoa farmers who be shower when you said the name you have a making. But, baby, Nami Nim say, woman education. Nasa Napco. And collect goofy and Yadumania with nonsense who baba paid to Mamma Womo. Momo just 700, 800 a yemusuo. Me nimsa we yet inquire a yemusuo. Me nimsa what the one district, one factory bar a yemusuo. Me nimsa the one village, one dam bar a yemusuo. Me nimsa was the state hospitals agenda 111 a yemusuo. Me nimsa was the universities a yemusuo. Me nimsa was the STEM and achievement schools a yemusuo. Me nimsa say COVID which me manage the whole world over tossing me and say so akoya wo koya ansa na mebe was see Kufuor do mamuo bon the way nyina na ya mamuo bon e wo na mom do mama ni nyanom ntafo to akotena Burkina Faso na wode Ghana sika bua Jamaica fo ene ye papa do mama wode Ghana securities e bo woni aho ban wa bra Ghana fo recruitment in Kolensia wuye e ye papa do mama ne penso ensuo uniform crofo ye papa do mama ne penso
play the ministers that we are papa. Your mama ne pencil, the budget 4 ministries, 2.7 billion, and no papa.
Yeah. Uncle Joe, ain't you?
Oh, but good morning.
Morning, that's say.
Oh, Bibi Abo Comida Sepa, so our family.
Okay.
Where you time to continue, match Busha phone, na match, also for David, and then me chrome such a paper of phone, and not that in a man, or Momaka. Valentine, a friend say, Mudie, you know, a year, my pa, say, me to me camp, and one
who enjoy power.
Made the contribution, but don't worry.
Oh, and you would, yeah, Uncle Joe.
I my come. Valentine, the American say, President Mahama, ne NDC for, on my imagine say, yeah, 77 as anti-4 there. And ya don't baby be my pet tribal, but to miss all yet, or you'll be a or Haiti as anti-4 pa. Not a friend says, someone bless him, make a threat or two for the same. Sir Anglo God Noah, or mine and no hope of was and say, almost in the swan. Or in penny for Omonkoto. What you say now, Omonfan develop as anti mine. If you say, I don't want better, I say, so be a Toby. Until you say to me, near the developer as anti mine. Now, my second issue is your friend saying, Mentias, yes, I cry yet national capital. They say, baby, or grandma, you move quota or honor. I didn't almost spend this car. Now, almost find your segment, and say, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, a bar. Sansa way, you better him. Now, why? Because a high been cacra. If you want me to ask you,
okay,
a bar, a micro, Obian Cassa, the whole Accra crano. Yeah, to say a big baby, a quota. Oh, okay. So far, I'm all for great mean Piabonte. Now, my bumpire said, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Omla. Now, your friends say, Omla Maji free a near Cosimu. Fine. I'm not going to but that's a part.
Uncle Joe, answer the end. I can mind you.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
This is from Michelle Vivian. You present me this out. And the Ghana.
Ubisa. Maybe I will be so. They're very objective. Now, some can send your teeth, and your politics.
Okay, yeah, my Ghana and I are Timon. Sir, and maybe pass here to a bar. Now, be pass on your president. Now, me man to a man, meaning to so I'm a president, and mammy need to.
Show your president because your money now president.
But now I be all you so
no the be na nya obetumi aka say the consul you sanya mem yen say ba the amamo ni nkoyi no nche say your president na the we dey on
no see for a better Ghana so Ghana no kwa think say better far better than the mudi any namu so obi fisi ni krom kwe nyan mo ya titi o mo South Africa ya do mo be Ngofo no kra am de mo say mo ko fiti ukrom na mo ntena ho. Mo fa pressure ko tuma banju no on fiti o man na mo ntena ho. And nobody want common sense and yet you don't need the degree.
No nkofo wo Ghana no ono so omkom krom no so mko fix say na Canada. You don't use such words. The point is that they have no authority to do what they did. So let us condemn it on no certain terms. Your immigration rules. Your immigration rules. So we were trying to crew. Now abide by the rules and be fall shorter. It is the immigration that will deal with the person. And ya wu na obekon kofu fie. Akwakọ bronco for na wo so wo mfie nam so me bro ana ye kwa infa. Nti ndo ma ye. David men so barbaric.
About beba o mukro mu o mza awo beto ama.
David oyo ho wa. Untumi unless you say there's a manipulation, but you can't do because your okro mai who need certain qualities. I want to mean to about Ukruma.
Don't say I want to be on Kata. Sabato ya unkochi no bu say.
It is only one in here. And yam abato omo suban bi e wo mo ho no. E no so mu jai. E no the can South Africa for mo kon kwaso mu no. We all assisted you. We prayed for you.
And no matter to sinama you need to link your chrome. Young can you face it? Young toy.
Yeah, that's it. In last year you now in some yeah.
Evan,
yes, sir. I'm here. I'm listening to you.
Evan, those expecting our downfall will soon witness a rise in greatness. So therefore, we ask God to penetrate the dark minds of MPP with his strongest light, with his strongest light.
Why do you always have reservations about the MPP's bastardization against your government? You always want the MPP. How do you want them to treat you? Because you did the same thing to them.
You want them to criticize. Irrelevant. They should come out with relevant things that needed to be discussed.
Yeah, but that's what you're saying.
Irrelevant. Look, sometimes I listen to some of these, communicators and supporters of NPP. Look, it makes me to think that, look, from the time of independence, this is the way they are. They've been, doing their, things until today. MPP, I've studied MPP for a very long time. You see.
But if you remember, if you recall, Jerry Rawlings, the late, he cautioned you, the NDC apparatchiks, to be wary of NPP because he says you can never underestimate the NPP. Are you aware of that?
Oh, yeah, I know.
So why are you complaining? You know them.
Yeah, are you listening to me?
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, speak, I'm listening.
No, I'm saying that you know the NPP, their modus operandi towards you. So why do you turn around to always be a complainant on this platform? I don't understand you.
Vadan,
yes.
I don't complain. But the way they come on air to attack NDCs, that's the reason why. Look, before I said, we are not going to complain because we say we'll do it.
Sure.
But the time of not complaining is over. Now, on attack.
Okay.
Look at our main man, Eja Usuya. For almost since we came to power, this man has never come to on this platform before because he went to Ghana. Will never come to power. So he's embarrassed. That's the reason why he hasn't been to power. And he come to power he come on this platform to please the MPPs. Hey, just listen. They don't like you. They don't like you. Come and say something against them. They will turn against you. MPP, you have to know them.
Nini, what do you have today? Let's leave the MPP because they are your occupational hazard. Let's leave them. We'll concentrate on what you have. What do you have?
Yes. The roads. The roads. I say I'm working with Abuja. The roads. It's all the internal road, the urban roads, and all the. It will be arranged. Quota will be on all. I'm telling you because we are very angry and we are very serious. Nobody is sitting at home. Nobody is sitting in the office with a tie like the MPP. They like to do gentility. No. We go with Chalwati. We go round our environment to see what is going on. We don't sit in the offices, Valentine. So the 24-hour economy is on course, the 24-hour. But we have to do a lot of things to make it happen. And those things are underneath. And when it springs up, it becomes like a mushroom. So everybody will see it better and better and better. The rating of IAE, the reason why this IAE, there was a little bit shortfall was that they did it in the times of when there was doomsday electricity problem. If not because of that, this number will not fall to 58%. No. It's because of the doom. So that's why some people became angry. And even MPP, you didn't vote for us. The people who voted for us, we expect them
but
to...
they are Ghanaian. They are Ghanaian. They are legitimate Ghanaians.
So
they also contribute to the quota of our development. So you cannot excruciate them from every developmental project. They are part of it. You are a stakeholder. They are also stakeholders. So why do you want to bring that distinction and segregate them from what is happening?
Let me come in with one interesting thing.
Quickly.
You see, it has been alleged that the MPPs, especially those here who are doing business in Ghana, they run illegal electricity connection. We know them. They know themselves. How can the government make money?
Okay,
these people, they know themselves.
Nini, let's take a leave of you. We'll speak Monday. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, take care.
Master Jeffrey, ain't you now, Yanko?
Oh, thank you. Medasi.
Yeah, that's
now, come to Semina.
Oh, you pa, most way.
Yeah, Yamadum, you can call okay.
Ain't you?
Yeah, Abobi, your friend Ajinsu, wouldn't know.
Your friend saying
Ajinsu.
Now, no, someone or down.
Yeah, Mpanye say, Ajinsu. Who's on the museum? What's your Ajinsu? Now, yes, or you know, and the name Rassi.
Okay.
The name Rassi. Until I catch or general, when you're going to Cobahono, and the name Rassi in here. Me catch Patrick and Ras some catch Obayano. I did avoid Jinsu. On the museum, I also Jinsu, no. The name Rassi and call who's you know. Patrick or this or two or buy a year.
Not a foot to be not about buy an answer about say. The way I did about attacking into and a man as a more canoe in repay. Sana
me say, until you say it's also until buy a stupid say on one Groma said the situation here and then not didn't or did go for one particular about Catherine.
Okay.
One about Catherine. It was being sarcastic. Tell me, Catherine say, I feel what would have been on or say excuse no. Now what you do? Who's on the museum and no person or who's your and an Indian Rassi. Your friends, your original Banco Peso Bahun and an Indian Rassi. My friend, see. Memra, I Oboson Fosso. Oboson Fossi, NDC. We know we and Yana, we can understand, we can, I mean, and you see, your mama, unless it's no win, but said you will see timber deceitful Ghanaians. Because you know, be the sort of person he is. But most of Ghanaians, not only because on where the guy can say, yeah, you know, and yet, Papa near or with Tim Detroit and I say, what I say. And yet, elections no winning you, but so timidly deceitful Ghanaians or Mutias, or catcher almost say, or do over two boho cuckoo. Over two boho cuckoo foam, over fatness for straight from school, over fat teacher for straight from school. Now, she said, cocoa for a for almost 6,000. Or this has him when you are deceitful Ghanaians, almost two about man. I didn't hear, no.
Okay.
What I say? So, why your car, oh, yeah, in Kenyas and Biaka. Say lessons near Koye. Lessons they all quiet, say football. You don't know what is going to happen.
You know, lose.
What I say? Yeah, win or lose. Even Enra crowd would over a Korea for ne Czech Republic.
Korea for sure.
But Korea, oh, send a Korea forward chances in the power, but go forward. One chance you have been a Kushegu, Czech Republic for what you know, elections, it is a football. You don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
And the man, you say, yeah. Now, I eat a nini so a tea. Oh, said Jerry Lawrence, Obe, so
yeah.
No. Oh, Bob on Timber Catcher said, MPP for the Owen did Yatemo, let me NDC for no. Your body do what them. No more NDC for Crumbody do be at a man, can Jerry John Lawrence. Until one John Lawrence in a Crowbeco won't crown, no say a party in Crotier. Nini, let me tell you. John Lawrence now not tea party, no say, or put two these people together to form that party NDC. Especially somebody like I said, Dimketia and or no beer NDC in your one day. No Tim Fred John or Tim Fred Jerry Lawrence is a backing dog.
Is your vie for a prime minister until
such a character.
Says General Mosquito, the president in waiting.
Come president to be such a character.
On your friend Kwashebinti, aka Kwashebinti.
Kwashebinti, practical. So
no, what to be a question, Pratt, or see. Oh no, on fan in the phone and Also, he was brought up in a very good manner. Also, on your
he was brought up in a good manner.
Oh, yes. It was cultured.
When the cancer, unfortunately.
That's Papa.
Yeah, next week,
Yes, Papa. Mama, thank you.
I don't come up, me da was.
Then go yatro. Go yatro.
Me get there and then find you.
Oh, mind me, my tipper. That's what won't watch you and then you.
Men training in Nara.
Once
Mamma had busy work
okay.
Of Azum.
Okay, how about no code?
Oh, Ghana in Zuma.
Mamma, how about no code? How about no code?
Now, me being a work and tell my word to me now. Tell my word to me now, some and make him say,
oh, okay, you
tell my word to me. Missy. Na excavator na the bed. In some east, in some honor the bagui. Until me miss a man cafe. I want to go some one war soon. Until say soon when you want bells when you are the woman. And one casa was ampa. Until now some is a menka.
Menka, okay. All right.
But man back and there made the assembly fee. I see, then that over support me pepen. Pepen, a hankutin, we Ghana, you tissue. Me free. Miss Yakumpa did the minute dream and no one could come home. Free, intimidate free.
Okay.
Me a matter the scene, a bearing for that. I don't know myself.
Okay.
Only those who knows me. Anyway, me am kind with football. What kind of permission? I am a family. Family. Miffy.
Paha family. Paha.
It was fair for her paying soon.
Collins Paha na nini anana.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Footballers, we're changing is in one more by a paha.
Oh, okay.
Into footballers, remember when you nara. Menano. Oh, mamma by 11. Mamma, say, from power free. Some women for nano. Work a well be safe for the man. And also bear pen or started all
okay.
But a here was friendly here, Sister, Mimbe woman.
What do crew?
Nay, what bet 10 one bell no matter once what by your footballer, sir. Oh, Ghana, awkward. Nay, and ye can, nay, ye bra. What time Kwame Nkrumah?
Mamma, na Nkrumah the way ko bi antano. Mamma to bi antano.
Min de be antano. Papa and me ne bana.
Because Nkrumah the Nacha Nkrumah obi no kofa ne buy. Somebody taught and brought Nkrumah. Them nipa no, you don't Mama Tati. You don't acknowledge who brought Nkrumah. Somebody sacrificed and brought Nkrumah because Nkrumah was in this country. Now Mama Tabe Fama Bagana. I have to be disingenuous to you. I have to make sure that I'll do my everything genuinely to you. I have to be sincere to you. So sometimes when you are speaking, speak from that genesis. And I make sure that I'm out for what's not say and what do we buy. You were here, and they thought that you have this talent, you have this credibility, so you can do that. They brought you. So my matter, give credit where credit is due sometimes. You always talk about Nkrumah, but Nkrumah didn't go to Ghana himself. He was brought to Ghana by people who taught there. Mama Kanu, am I lying or is the fact?
Okay.
No, I just want you to understand. No, correct. So let's give credit to credit. Okay, Marty. Okay, yeah.
No, I just come on back. All the best friends of $5,000.
Marty, you Nkrumah na se mi.
Papa, buy Papa. Over Nigeria.
Mama, oye, you fancy. Yeah, time now.
Anyway, Mamma come out some do.
Oh, that be now time now so airport. Maybe some question I dodge essay. The Mama Kanu. You know, I make sure that Mama, I will definitely show some gratitude to you. That is one thing that is more prominent in life. Say, hey, baby mama, I have to say that my matter, them me do them pempendu, and I needed the help. So sometimes when you come and mention Nkrumah, people who brought him, because they saw a talent in him, so you neglect that one and always give the credence to Nkrumah, and that is where you fall short. That's what I'm saying. Let's give credit.
Even 10 minutes.
Oh, now I say okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Nyanko. 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes in Podoso.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Meda Bessiana, Anida Obel. Na obezi daso eduka trebia mechen medanase. Abotala enyi for some people na mnyama ankote ama semi important things in okan na doesn't help much.
Okay.
Na ball of asem so work and say Ghana. That my work and then ha into biara wabo international footballer or they pay them.
Yeah, they give them pension in this country.
Now, I'm a Munkrofia, Miss about a Paha family when you know what can you football? Seven. A cook, and with them could shake as 1 year.
Yeah, Mekaipa. Last 3 years ago. 2, 3 years ago.
One of the parents, okay, baby, Mamma. A compartment, no, you the team Makanda matter photos. I want to look at Pomau. 1 year ago.
I'll tell you when you see.
1 year ago. Okay, the matter for Poman. I'll talk for more that he embraced me. Sure. Idly. A matter for this. Near to hear me. Well, look at that. In China, Winter Wampa, I don't want food.
Yeah. You're right.
Nobody at the neighbor. I
You're right. And there, as American, you are making a valid point. As American, I'm making the Chrome how people baller, no national team. Onya pension or apart from now, what bonu football now be a winning this career and investment. No, onya pension. Want to say the mad ni bim. Na se nipa no kwa jima. At least onya a man to cry onya 1,000 Ghana po. Or the
500.
Bibi no coffee keke on the yeka.
No coffee keke. No piano. My back, grandma, good money. Good man. Now, maybe said about my mamma, you know, if it's of if you hope.
No credit.
Now, pray, all could score a crabs of football into New Hong Kong. My poor Yana, medical to secondary school. There be a Macade, made the MPP for us. This is one of the Tibet. Sana, or your big mistake, on your one of the Tibet, always sends the baby away to oil and a pay. Now, Mupuni first cousin.
Okay.
Mrs. Florence Dolphin, first woman, professor of Logan. Mrs. Dolphin.
Okay.
Oh no, Nana Papa fee is a one. The me in smell of one. Na also Azana Papa. Why am and work a year the technical school. So, man is in the Florence Dolphin Technical School.
Okay.
It is a kind of TVET on your TVET because it's not possible.
Monday. Coach one Monday reading come on.
You're into me and Zoom come on.
Okay,
Monday, Martin. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Crobby, I inform you your time now soon.
Many tea, more in a chow. What if, my matter, the old can chroma someone or handle.
I'm not going or answer what kind of and don't new relation be also the wood.
Was said the old can and run
over to wear the no castle. And
the old can say, no correct, some chroma with a coffee.
I will not go find by now. Probably now I know be a far for Ghana. I come out with that now, you are your secretary on the now, so show gratitude to that. I don't know who exactly.
Ghana na afei na nkrowa wontimo mu wane biem na o introduce ni kire JP no say o wonu bi se de na wo kana na o mkofa na ba oba ya nso no ayi obeche bi no de bo ana ama ni nya ba bi no tretra na so maame mata de oka o ekire no o ti yom pani am o sorry ti a o mo be fa de ba yi nyina
No great.
Oh, and the only way make cause this time make Ghana politics. They are not person make because Ghana no kaka na akweye say. The American say mesre any diem. The any day say the emfa any diem mano. Na adibi cause o say ya. Ewo Ghana minim say akra bi obi otiman chue bi mtokuru bi mtimu sorry no the panyini bi anima ide. Aye form enso say ni pano be hwa na o man panyini na hye nachi. Because ɔman panyin na ɛhyɛ n'akyiri a wotumi so ɔyɛ adwuma ma ɔman panyin nti ɛyɛ dene sɛ obi di sɛbio nsɛm a ɛho hia sɛ akwadaa bɛyɛ tia panyin a na wo ɔman panyin wɔyɛ adwuma ma wa wobɛtumi ama akwadaa no wɔn ne nsa deɛ ɔyɛ no ɛnyɛ ama seesei no wodi panyin atɛm a saa party yɛ wɔ so yi ne ama opposition hwɛ obi te sɛ Sambi Gyamfi Sam George nom ne wei nom nti woyɛ man panyin na sɛ nkwadaa wei na ano ɔmo yɛ adwuma na yɛhwɛ wɔn record ɔmo history a atɛmdidie nko ara na ɔmo de abɛduru hɔ nom a wode Ghana de bɛkɔ sɛ nyame anim no kɔ asɛm me deɛ mɛsrɛ ɔman panyin Kevin Taylor yɛ adwuma ma no yɛnim yɛnyɛ nkwalaa na ade a Kevin Taylor ɛɛyɛ no meme yɛ asantini mentimi nsɔre nkɔdidi tribe bi hene atɛm I could never do that na yɛantete yɛ saa. It is a Kevin Taylor, sorry.
What was that? Kevin Taylor issue okay. He was brought to Ghana and he was exonerated. He was exonerated in court. They gave him amnesty in court because a judge. But I was saying, say, Otunfo has a legal team that represents Otunfo. So the legal team should take it upon themselves. We are not going to advise them. Maybe Otunfo see it as a trivial. He treats these issues like opinion. Thank you. So once you guys are complaining, Namofo say it is getting on and on and on, no, which is not helping Otunfo's kingdom, because it is maligning the kingdom space of Otunfo, and Otunfo's legal team has not made any move to sue the gentleman for defamation of character. For now, if Otunfo's legal team will take this matter, will treat it with the contempt it deserves, that is the way to go. But it should not be like Momo Kasano Otunfo has been absent-minded with this issue. None the legal team soon act, you know. That is where the problem is escalating.
I think it's time. Yana na Otunfo, so I was say Yetimuka Yahubo near who said no member where Jeffrey Yados. Because a basa na a normal so a combody. To the other was it. You did the air underground. I really did that.
We will build the new Black Stars based on homegrown players, domestic players who have trained together for a long time and work as a team. And then we'll bring the foreign ones to come and blend with them. If you bring only foreign players, they don't play together, they play in their individual teams. And then when it's time for competition, you bring them and come and tell them to play. It won't work. The core of the Black Stars must be made by domestic players. We will build the new Black Stars based on homegrown players, domestic players who have trained together for a long time and work as a team. And then we'll bring the foreign ones to come and blend with them. If you bring only foreign players, they don't play together, they play in their individual teams. And then when it's time for competition, you bring them and come and tell them to play. It won't work. The core of the Black Stars must be made by domestic players. We will build the new Black Stars based on homegrown players, domestic players who have trained together for a long time and work as a team. And then we'll bring the foreign ones to come and blend with them.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, on Digital Online.
My Sama me na bebe, me na bread to sama me na bebe. What is sama me na bebe? And for me come